Boy, the Knicks dropped the ball. We lost game 6. I wasn't supposed to be here. I said I wasn't going to go live tonight. I'm live. I was sitting at my desk working on some other things. And I figured, you know what? Let me just hit the button. Last game of the season. Double big lineup from when I last calculated was a -12. Josh Hart dislocated his finger. The captain and Big Cat Bodega didn't have it going tonight. Coach Tibbs, his rotations were very wacky. This game was just one of the worst games I ever seen in my life as a Knicks fan. Oh, by the way, notice the gear, gotta shift gears early, man. Gotta represent for New York's best team, you know what I'm saying? Gotta represent for New York's best team, man. We're gonna talk about this tonight on this post-game call-up show, man. Welcome to your show. This is the post-game call-up, and I am your host, Karan Pierre, the objective fan, straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. And you know the vibes, man. Man, the lines are hot. I'm going to get the people in the building. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from, brother? Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from, brother? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good day, my fellow guys. This is the Trev. I had to start the show right. I can't hear you. No, I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing you. Let me see what happened here. Let me get my headphones. Can you hear me now? I can't hear you. I'm not hearing you at all. Hold on. Let me just check again. Yeah, I'm not hearing you. Now on. Go ahead. Now on. Go ahead. Nope. Nothing. Nope.
Can you hear me now? Okay, okay, good. We good. Hold on. Okay, all right. My mic was off. You should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me? Hold on.
Hearing you through the computer. I'm not hearing you through my phone.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Okay.
No. Now go again.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. There we go.
All right.
Start the show right.
Yeah, let's say thank you, man. Yo, you could tell I'm discombobulated, man.
This is the Trev.
What happened on Friday? Why you didn't call up on Friday?
No, I was there, but I was, a little busy. So I let the other guys and them, let them do their thing.
Oh, okay. I thought because Coach Tibbs, he deserved his props, so you didn't want to give it to him that night.
No.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Go ahead, man. What's up, man? The series is over.
I had to give him his props. He actually played the lone right. And
oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he did.
Right?
He did for sure.
You got to play your bench and see what your bench have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, you're right.
But you gotta ask me the big question, right?
Listen, man. Look. I mean, yo, this is crazy, man. I this is tough, man. This is tough. But
All right, you know
what's
what?
the,
I'm
just
gonna
answer the
ease the
question. Answer
tension a
the
little
question.
bit. I'm
All
gonna
right, ease
ease
the
the
tension a
tension
little
with a
bit.
with
Go
with a
ahead.
with a nice thing. I have to say a shout out to my granddaughter.
Oh, salute.
She's graduating from Archbishop Malloy tomorrow morning early,
Nice.
and I must say she averaged a 94.9 for all 4 years.
Oh, wow. Smart girl. Nice.
Yes, yes. So I have to give a big shout out. Props all the way.
Oh yeah, all day. You know that's something that we could salute. That made me feel a little better, man. So let's address the elephant in the room. Let's go.
Is that question still for me? What should we do with Mr. The one that didn't come for dinner?
Well, but listen, I know you want to get rid of him. You know,
He has
I
plateaued.
well, you can. It's hard to say he plateaued when you get to the Eastern Conference Finals. That you can't say he plateaued. We came from the second round. You can't say that he plateaued.
I think he had more tools this year.
You think
Would
he
you
had
say
what?
that? He had more tools to work with this year.
Um, yes and no, because our bench was injured for half of the year. We didn't have a bench. Mitchell Robinson missed 65 games. So he was overplaying the starters because he didn't trust the bench guys. And then also, this is the fourth team he's gotten since his 5-year tenure because Leon Rose completely changes the team on him. So it's still, while I hear you, I get what you're saying. I still think that you got to give the guy another year at least. You got
Oh,
to.
oh,
Yeah.
no. I think if you was working a job and you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, I don't think they will keep you around because it gets too costly.
Right.
Something has to give. And guess who goes first? Right? I think he let his stubbornness get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't help.
Yeah.
And for too long, I can see if you do it a game or two, but when you have it going for such long periods, even the people that wanted to give you a chance, well, they have to stop and pause,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
because there is no way. I've been saying all through the season, you've got to give the bench a look. So when you do need them, you could at least give the guys a breather. We're not asking for each bench player to play 20 minutes, a little 10 or 8 here and there. And I think he would have. Look at the end. I mean, they were playing against the second team, but they came out shooting and they hit a couple of trees, right? That means they have the capabilities of doing it, but they don't have the mindset because you're sitting there all along thinking you're never going to go in. And that's the problem. You got to let the guys in. You may not like it, but guess what? That's the only way you're going to find a diamond in the rough. If everybody else could have found a diamond in the rough, that would have been second hand all day, all year round. But you got to
Right.
play the bench just to find that diamond in the rough.
Right. But I hear what you're saying, but he played the bench.
When?
Look, I'm gonna tell you when. So Josh Hart, 22 minutes off the bench. Landry Shamet, 16 minutes off the bench.
Or today?
You
Today?
Yeah.
All
Today,
right,
your
I'll tell you
boy.
something, and
Yeah.
I have a problem. When you bring a guy and he's not doing what he needs to do there and then, you gotta have the belly to pull him a little bit. Josh Hart today didn't impress me at all. You know,
Well, he did cut his minutes. He was averaging in the 30s. He's down to 22 this game, so
he
he
should
did cut
even
his
get
minutes.
20. He should not have. Today's a day he should not have gotten 20 because you had Landry Shamet who was clicking. He was clicking for the last few games. And from the minute you see Josh Hart wasn't clicking today, pull him. Even if you have to put him back, pull him, wake him up, and then put him back. And that's my problem with the coach.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Looking at this box score and watching the game, the double big lineup, I calculated it. They were a -12. A failure, a move that I felt like he definitely shouldn't have went to, especially at this phase in the series where the game is on the line. So um I don't know, man. I just feel
What are
like
the glaring things that tonight? You see what happened? Was that the start of the third quarter? We couldn't even
yeah.
run the ball. Somewhere around there where we make turnovers, inbounding the ball. I've been saying that for how many years? Inbounding the ball. We have no plays, and that's basic.
Oh, Yuri, call back. I didn't see Yuri was calling. I'm gonna get him on the line too.
Yeah, get
Yuri,
my boy
yeah,
Yuri.
yeah, I'm gonna get Yuri on the line too. But I hear what you're saying. I just don't think that firing Coach Tibbs is the move. Hold on, I'm gonna merge him in.
I think
Hey Yuri,
On a fine night like this.
I got Yuri here.
hey Yuri, how you doing?
How you doing? How's your life been?
I'm good, good.
Good. I'm doing good too. On 1:15 in the evening, tough
Yeah,
loss.
I gotta
We
get up
swallowed it
in a few hours.
in a few hours. And Corn, and I'm gonna actually now that you're here, so I actually want to drop a bombshell on you. Saying that Corn's in here now too. We just got word that the Knicks had multiple player meetings throughout the playoffs.
Okay.
I'm gonna read the report. Now, we all know how New York media is, right, Trevor?
Yeah.
Right, but I'm going to read your report. New York organized multiple player-only meetings after embarrassing defeats throughout this postseason run, all with various degrees of intensities per league sources. Now, we all know what player meetings are, right?
Uh-huh.
We all know what player-only meetings are. And here's the thing. This was from The Athletic. The Athletic. This wasn't from, some clickbaiting YouTuber. This was made from The Athletic. And this was from Fred
Yeah.
Katz, who's also part of The Athletic, and James Edwards. That tells me that Tibbs probably lost the locker room.
Uh-huh.
And there could be a very good chance that he's out of here this offseason. Now, I know how we feel about the coach. You don't like him, and I have my gripes about him. Colin doesn't think firing the coach is a good move. But at this point, if he really does lost the locker room, Colin, you got to admit it. He's out of here.
I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I think that if Giannis Antetokounmpo asks for a trade to the Knicks, you gotta make the trade. This league is won. This championships in this league are won by MVPs. SGA, he just was crowned an MVP. He's about to win a championship. That's the real elephant in the room. I remember when Gilbert Arenas said on his pod, right? He said, y'all should get a star player and then build a team around him. And at first I was resisting it. I'm like, nah, we got a good team. But now I'm beginning to see the light. Because I know that if Giannis was in this game tonight, he was going to ball out. without a doubt. Without a doubt. And where I'm at right now, we could talk about coaches all day, every day. The truth of the matter is that we could name plenty of superstars that had coaches who weren't good, right? Or we'd be like, damn, you won a championship with this guy? But you can't name a coach that won a championship that did not have an MVP or All-NBA first teamer. Can't name a coach. So we talking about firing Coach Tibbs. If you ain't got the star player, you're not going to win in this league. It's that simple. I love Brunson. You could say he should be a first teamer. You could say he should be a first teamer. He's not. And we could go through the list of all the champions, like I did in my unfiltered thought. They all got MVPs.
What you did, by the way, that was a wild one. I'm still gonna say.
I'm just saying we could go back 40 years. You're not going to find a team. There's only one team. That's the Detroit Pistons. And that team was special. We don't have what that team had. That team had 4 All-Stars, Defensive Player of the Year. We don't have that on this team.
But that star player has to have the ability to tell the coach, we're not running that. And I saw it in Bridges. I saw it in OGs. Like, yo, we got to change this up. But they can't. Bridges tried to make it soft without pulling the coach under the bus. But he didn't want to step on a whole lot of toes. But you could have seen they was losing the locker room because when he halfway called him out. You understand?
I think Tibbs lost the locker room the minute the whole Mikal Bridges thing happened.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know, man, because we don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
I would kill to be a fly in that room, though.
I would kill to be a fly in the room. When you lose, especially you're in the moment of losing, you're emotional. Like me tonight. I lost the game. I told everybody in Discord, I ain't doing a live tonight. I'm not doing no show tonight.
Yeah, you decided to do a live anyway.
But then I sat at the desk. I was working on some things. I said, you know what? Let me just hit the button because I'm pretty sure there's some people that want to talk. So let me let them get their talk off.
Anyway, considering on my other report, this is about Cat.
Yeah,
now.
get that.
This is also from The Athletic. Behind the scenes, Knicks players and coaches expressed frustration with Cat's defensive habits. Too often, Cat executed incorrect coverages without communicating why. After it became a theme, players worried Towns didn't grasp the importance. This is from Fred Katz and James Edwards III of The Athletic.
Listen, man. I listen, all that. I'm going to get into all of that on Monday because I read all of that.
So you did read it? Okay.
Yeah. I stay on top of the news. Trev, to me, we got to see what happens. I think we need to. Because look, emotions are high right now that we lost. But I do got some more calls, guys.
JJ wants in on this, actually.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's not just JJ. I don't even see JJ in the queue. Unless I didn't save his name. You talking about JJ from last night or JJ from the Discord?
JJP probably.
Oh, nah. I don't see JJP here. But Trevor, man, I appreciate you calling up, brother.
Yeah.
I will agree with you on one thing, though. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out of here this offseason. I wouldn't be surprised.
And it's only because it's a lot has to do with his stubbornness.
Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I got a next call. I'm gonna see who this is because this person called like 10 times. Give me 1 second.
I think that's.
Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Yo, it's JJ from Brooklyn. What's good, man?
JJ from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So you wanted to join in the conference?
Yeah, man. I mean,
all right. Let me write you in. All right, I got JJ on the line.
All right, I'm gonna bow out, guys, because I have to get myself together. I have an early morning, but I'll be listening
no doubt.
for another half an hour or so.
What's up, JJ?
what's good, man? What's good? What's going on, fellas?
Man, I
man.
mean, yo, it was a terrible night. My intro got messed. I'm not sure if y'all heard my intro. I got on my Liberties gear. I already shifted gears, man. Salute to the New York Liberty, man. Damn, what happened to my sound? I lost my soundboard, but salute to the Liberty, man. You know,
You get that Liberty
go-
hat off right now, brother. I can't rock with you right
New
now.
York Liberty, man. We gonna win a championship again. This is what we do in New York City. Like we the best team in New York City, man. All
God
you other
forbid.
teams,
God
y'all ain't
show
going
me.
nowhere.
God
Y'all ain't going
freaking
nowhere.
show me.
Yankees ain't going nowhere. Mets definitely ain't going nowhere. And the Jets and Giants, forget about it. All right?
No,
I'm riding with
let's
the
go
Liberty,
Mets, baby.
Yo,
Let's
JJ,
go Mets.
get
Yo.
you guys some clown shoes. Do me a favor, will you?
Let's go
Listen,
Mets,
man.
man.
Let's
Listen,
go
Orange and
man.
Mets.
blue.
I
Orange
told
and blue.
Maxine, because she said, yo, you should do the show. I said, if I do the show, I'm going rocking the Liberty gear, man. I can't. I almost took the hats off the show. I ain't gonna lie. I almost took them off, but I didn't feel like doing that. So
You
I
still
just let
gotta
them
rep
rock.
them, bro. They're still your team. Still gotta rep them.
Nah, but
And now
it's a disappointment. We lost to Indiana. See, if we would have lost to Boston, right, or somebody else, I wouldn't be as mad. I'd be like, yo, it still was a great year. I mean, it was a good year, but to lose to Indiana, a team that
again.
you got Halliburton who decides to play in the second half, and I don't understand it, bro. I don't
Listen,
understand it.
You know what? You know what kind of frustrated me a lot about tonight's game, man.
What's up?
They were scoring like easy transition points off of our makes, off of our made shots. Like we weren't even getting back. They were scoring uncontested fast breaks off our made shots, not missed shots. Made shots multiple times. Like we're not getting back on defense in a must-win game, a do or die game. Like what is that?
It made me feel like they were really playing possum yesterday. Like they really wanted to win in Indiana.
You know,
'Cause
it's
it was
funny.
the-
I have an older brother, and he was telling me,
Mhm.
it was like, I don't know why anybody's celebrating that. He's like, they basically just said, here, just take this game. Like they said, game 6. He told me, said, game 6 is going to show me everything about this coach, everything about these players. He's like, that game meant nothing, and he was right.
Facts. Nah,
You know,
facts. Facts.
I mean, nobody
Definitely
showed
right.
up. I mean, listen, our 2 stars, they played like, like your third or fourth best player. You you need your stars to, I know everybody loves Brunson, me as well, but I'm disappointed, super disappointed in him tonight. I mean, Nemhard locked him up, put him in jail. Nemhard put Brunson in jail tonight. Nemhard put him in jail.
I love Brunson, right? He's the best thing that to happen to this team since Melo, right?
I
No
agree.
doubt
I
about
agree.
it.
No
But
doubt about it.
at the end of the day, man, if we really want to win a championship, you're going to
Oh
need
no,
that
don't
first
go
team.
there. Oh no.
Hey, I'm keeping it. Yo, listen, man.
No,
I'm
keep it
telling
real.
you
Keep
right
it
now.
real.
I'm
Keep it
keeping it
real.
real, all the way real, man. This is
Yeah.
going to be like a free, unfiltered thought for everybody, right? I'm
Keep it
giving you
real.
guys the raw truth.
Yeah, that's what we want.
You need
Keep
a
it real.
MVP. This is why the Lakers consistently win championships. They go out, they get the first teamers, they get the top 75s. They don't waste time trying to build a team. Oh, we're going to build. No, go get LeBron James. You're going to win a championship. Go get Luka Doncic. They will win a championship. It may not happen next year, but they
But it's gonna
will
happen.
win a championship.
It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
because you got to start with the star. So we everybody talking about firing Coach Tibbs. Okay, fire Coach Tibbs. You bring in somebody else. The fact of the matter remains, you go back 45 years, you won't find a team that won a championship that did not have an NBA first team or MVP. Period. So you're trying to defy the odds and go against history, but your team is not as good as that Detroit Pistons team. You've seen it tonight. Like this, like I can't, like, okay, so we're gonna come back and run it back again next year. And you think that nobody else is gonna get better? Giannis is going somewhere. So in order to stop the ops from getting better, you better go. If he says he wants to come to, now I'm not saying to force the trade, But if he says, I want to come to New York, that's the key phrase right there. I want to go to New York, guys. I want to help you guys win a championship. You got to get him, period. That, I mean, there's no debates. There's no, I like this player. No, you got to get the
Damn near
guy.
everyone. Listen, if Giannis
Mhm.
says, listen, I hate to admit it, if Giannis says, yo, I want to come to New York, they're making that trade.
I just peeked in the chat. Coach, I'm not sure if you calling up, Coach, because I still didn't lock in some of the new numbers, but I will call you guys back to everybody that's calling. But he says, what about KD? No. So let me preface this. You got to get a MVP first teamer in his prime. We already got guys over the hill before. Derrick Rose. We got guys that was MVPs towards the end of their careers. That's not what I'm talking
I will
about.
say, like, respectfully, though,
No, I got a question.
KD's numbers this year were absurd. I'm just saying.
I got a question.
He's still
Yeah,
really
but
nice.
he's too old. He's too old. No.
I mean, he put up
No.
MVP numbers this year. He was just on a terrible team. I mean, his numbers
Yo,
were
Coach said he
absurd.
called 3 times, by the way.
He did? Okay, hold on. Let me. I think this is Coach. Hold on, because I still ain't saved the numbers from last night. Hold on, let me try to get him. Hold, just sit tight, guys. I'm calling his number back. I think this is Coach. Coach, I'm calling the 917 back. Is this Coach?
Who?
Coach?
Yeah, that's me. Lock me in, bro.
I got you. Let me merge. All right, we got Coach on the line.
Yo, what up, Coach?
Salute.
Listen,
Yeah,
if
dog.
we're
Salute, man.
really talking about trading for an all team, we just became relevant again. This is why I'm half against it, half not. We just
No.
became relevant.
Listen, I'm not saying to force any trade. I said that if the brother says, I want to go to New York, that makes the trade a lot easier. I'm not saying to trade everybody, just go, oh yeah, we want Giannis. No, but if he says the place I want to go to is New York, you have to get him. That's all I'm saying. That's my logic. That's
Let me
my
ask this
point.
real quick though.
Yeah.
Don't you think that the Bucks, from a Bucks standpoint, like, don't you
Mhm.
think they're gonna go? If you're trading Giannis, you're most likely gonna enter a rebuild. So don't you think you wouldn't have what they want? Like, don't you think they'll want picks and young players? Like, we don't have those things. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. Look. I'm not gonna give away all the sauce. If you a channel member, all you gotta do is go click on the unfiltered thought. I put the package in there. But I'm just gonna say it like this. I'm giving up anybody. I don't care who it is. I'm just gonna say it like that, and then we can move forward.
I don't think we're gonna have what they want.
I think we do it. I think we have some that might be appealing. I think we have some, but
Okay,
you know,
all right.
in New York City, we too attached to players, and that's why we have anti-player hives and anti-coach tips.
I don't get attached to nobody. I ain't attached
We're
to
too
no one that
attached
has
to
a
the
winning chip.
right. We're too attached to the players. Our attachment is the
Not
team.
me.
We have to
I'm
win
not
a
attached to no-
championship.
I'm attached
And
to
what I'm
getting me a championship. That's it. I'm not attached to no player on this team. Straight up.
Right. I'm willing to stay with the same guys. Right. I'm not saying
You
that.
are. You're willing to stay with the same guy.
Of course, I'm willing to stay with the same guys. But I know a guy named Giannis told the team. I read the report. He's open to being traded to other teams. And then they said these are the favorite. And they said these are the favorite destinations that's there. The Knicks was on there. I think Golden State or something like that. I can't remember the other teams. But if that brother says, I want to come to your team, and you ain't got no MVPs and first teamers to be saying no, when that is the main ingredient to win a championship. If Coach Tibbs cannot, bring that together with Giannis, he has to go. Now we could talk about fire, because like I said earlier, the coach don't make the team win the championship. Like, of course, everybody plays a role. Let me just preface this right. But what I'm saying is, you could win a championship with LeBron and D Wade and your coach be an average coach. But no matter how great that coach is, he ain't gonna win the championship if he ain't got no stars. But go ahead, coach. I know you dying to say something.
That's my guy, Coach Sire, right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
on the
What
court.
up, Coach?
my take on that is I agree with, I don't know if it was Yuri who said it. We don't necessarily have the package that they would want. I'm gonna look at what you were
Yeah, I
saying.
said it. Yeah, JJ
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Brooklyn.
coach. Yeah,
What's
cause
good,
yeah,
Coach?
coach, you just became a member. So yeah, check
Yeah.
it out. I don't want to be too. I don't want to be too over the top right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the package, but what
Yeah.
I'm thinking is,
Yeah, go ahead.
you want to blow it up, and the pieces that are best, in comparison to make a I don't think they want to do that. I don't know if they
I
want
don't think so either.
or I
AP,
don't know.
It's on.
if you
It's
can't get a star, get a competent bench. I agree with that.
no, but no,
That-
but it's
that-
on Giannis though. No, see, the power is in the star. If the star says, "I want to go here," then that's what's going to happen, right? And it can happen. We got Leon Rose, the brilliant Leon Rose, and Brock Aller. Trust me, they will figure it out. It will happen if he wants to come here, but he would have to want to come here in order for it to work.
If Giannis says, I want to come to the New York Knicks,
That's the major key to what I'm saying. If he
But
does
when-
not want to come here, then I'm not going to force nothing, right? Because then that you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot.
now
Right.
listen, I can write about
Then you stay put.
BS. I talked BS about the other day on Monday. On Monday. I don't want to hear no cat slander today. I don't want to hear no cat slander today. I know emotions are high right now. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. So the reason I brought up KD is because I feel like his price is lower. I feel like he might be at a stage where he realizes I'm not the guy and help a team. I think he could help this team because they need somebody steady. Bridges has shown that he's not steady offensively, and the same could be
He's
said
not.
of OG. So
I
if
agree.
Phoenix
Agree.
would like to help out Booker, they could get a wing that they had before in Bridges.
Okay. I see your logic.
Add an OG, and us that young Dunn that we wanted in the draft, and we just rock out with
I agree.
what would it be? It would be Mitch, Cat, KD, Dunn, and Brunson.
I agree.
Pretty much the same
Coach,
thing.
I
I'm
love the
with-
way
I'm
you
with it.
think. I love the way you think. There's one problem. While the price might be lower, his price, like financially, is not low. So the numbers, I think, is where we would be stuck at because hold on me. So right now on the screen, I'm not sure if you can see the screen. I got the Knicks salary cap up there, right?
Oh,
So
I'm on my phone.
Mikal Bridges makes $24 million, right? So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the Phoenix Suns, and we're gonna see how much KD makes, because this is where the problem is going to be. KD makes $51 million, so he basically makes two of Mikal Bridges' contracts.
Yeah, but
Right?
that's why I said OG and Mikal.
Oh, both.
Damn, see, that's a high price. That's a high price tag.
Oh,
And I want Dunn back to replace the defense I'm losing in.
yeah. Dunn's a great defender.
So how
Thumbs
about
are
this?
great defense.
All right, so what if I help you with this package? What if and by the way, you couldn't do that deal because they're a second apron team. So they wouldn't be able to match, to add a contract to match salary. But one deal you could do a OG Anunoby and a Mitch, but Mitch might be a little too much money. Let me see, 39. I don't feel like doing the exact calculation. Let me see, because you can't take back more salary. Let me see. So KD's making 54 million. OG has a trade kicker. So that means that if OG gets traded, his salary is going to increase. So he has a 15% trade bonus. So you go back to that. What's that? That 38, add 15% of that. What's that? 10% is what? 4. Then what? So 6. So that's like an additional $6 million on OG Anunoby's contract that actually will count in the trade. So this 39 million becomes like 45 million, right? So you could technically do a OG Deuce, right? And maybe another one of your young boys, and that'll be enough to get KD, and you're just going to get KD back. Are you willing to give up? You willing to do that?
I would do that.
Serious for KD?
I'm doing it if I could get a defender. Yeah.
I would do it too.
No, you're not gonna get no defender. It's only gonna be KD because they can't add a salary to it. You're gonna have to get a third team involved. You would have to get a third team involved.
Yeah, I just get a defender in the draft, whatever. I just need a defender with him. Like you can't have
AP. There's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you something right now, AP. Do not be surprised if you hear Tibbs is out of here next week. Don't be surprised.
I mean,
I would be surprised.
I mean, KD, real quick. I mean, check out his number. You know, he was like 50, 40, 90 this year. I mean, he put up MVP numbers. Like, he was ridiculous this season.
Man, that's a fact.
I mean, he was. Like, it wasn't his fault. It was Booker was very up and down. Beal was hurt and terrible when he played. Durant is still an MVP type player. I'm sorry, he just
And
is.
here's the thing, too, right?
You said an MVP type player. I'm not gonna say MVP type. I'm gonna say he's an all-star. He's an all-star.
To me, he's still a superstar, in my opinion.
All I'm gonna say is this, right? With Tibbs, and I'm gonna end it right here because I'm not end it right here, but I'm gonna say it. I don't think Tibbs should be fired. Not yet, anyway. But we do need a competent coaching staff. I'm so sick of seeing Rick Bunchen. I am so sick. I'm so sick of Rick Brunson being on the bench, stabbing up players. I'm so sick of Mo Cheeks eating sunflower seeds. Not telling Coach Tibbs what to do. Say what you want to say about Tibbs. But you can only do so much when your coaching staff decides not to give you another perspective.
Yeah, I think Tom needs a Johnny Bryan type, a person that's not afraid to stand up and constantly be in his ear and tell him, yo, go do this. You need to do this. Like, help him out with his offense because his offense be stale. I don't know how you have Brunson. You know, I got on Randall about the pick and rolls. I think I said this last night. I got on him about pick and rolls, and I thought it was him, but it's Brunson. How do you have Cat and not run pick and roll? You ran pick and roll probably 3 times this entire series. That doesn't make sense. They should have picked.
Agree.
Yes, because there's no stopping those two. They can both shoot the 3, both take you off the dribble, both take you in the paint, and yet those two, it's people talking about staggering them. That makes no sense. How do you stagger a point guard and a big man like they can't be next to you? If you're going to say that with Mitchell Robinson and Cat, but maybe that makes some sense. But
I think they were saying that because of the defense, like stagger them, you know?
Listen, all I'm going to say is that.
But the defense is like, I mean, yo, if your offense is incredible, man, you could sacrifice. But I think it's really schemes though. Like they're gonna have to really work on a lot next year because you can't continue to be so deficient in certain areas. Even like, all right, even if you're not the greatest defensive team, that's fine. But I want you to be the best offense in basketball. So y'all should be able to score 125 like it's nothing. Like the arsenal that you have, like what coach is saying, like, and this is why I don't like the double big lineup. And I hope you guys see what I've been talking about the double big lineup, right? Yeah, they had that one good game, but they still had 3 other games where they lost. You know, so
yeah, it was inconsistent. The double big.
It was inconsistent, right? So
yeah.
Cat needs space. He needs room to be the Cat. When you got Mitchell Robinson on the floor, now the center is able to hang around the paint and wait for Towns on his little drives, right? And now the post up is now there's a big man there on the backside waiting to help if Cat gets the better, and especially if he spins towards the middle of the floor, right? That big man is going to be waiting for him or could get to him to help. So I just feel as though the double big lineup, it was definitely a mistake. I think this is Coach. I think we lost him. Hold on. Coach? You back? I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, listen.
Yeah.
I think Molson's is very high right now.
Motions is very high.
You know what I think real quick? I think this series kind of exposed that we have, how do I phrase it? I feel like it showed that we have too many like one-dimensional players. Like, this guy's only good on offense. This guy's only good on defense.
That's why I'm excited for the off season, because it will allow Cat and Brunson to figure out how they can play together.
You know, that's a good point, man.
What?
The one-dimensional, like Mitchell Robinson's great on defense and great on reboundings. But
on offense, he can't catch.
He's a hacker, Mitch. Yeah, he can't catch a pass. If he's not by the rim, he's not a factor to score.
Right, Brunson and Cat, amazing offensively, but we know what the butt is.
The one-on-one defense is not there.
Right. So,
I will say, do not be surprised again, because I'm against the whole all-star thing. Right, I believe you can fire a coach, and you can pick up the pieces. Right, but at the same time, though, I'm against firing a coach because, like, we don't know what this team looks like because it's just 1 year with him. You know what I mean? With this current iteration of the team.
And you might set your team back because this new coach may have issues with the locker room too. Like, so the firing the coach to me is like secondary towards getting a superstar. So, like, I know a person who definitely is not one-dimensional. His name is Giannis. He's one of the best two-way players in the league. Yeah. I know that guy right there. He is definitely multi-dimensional. Top 3 in the league, top 2 right now between him. No, top 3 behind.
That's another person too that wants the Pacers because they always beat him too. So he'll have that grudge.
Oh, he's gonna go. Giannis would have dropped 50 tonight, guaranteed. He would have fouled out their whole front line.
Let me ask you guys something real quick. OG Anunoby. Yeah. So listen, Pascal Siakam, right? He won the MVP of the series.
Here we go.
So, like, I mean, no, it's not here we go. This is just a fact. Didn't we get OG for defense to stop a wing like Siakam or no? Because Siakam abused us every game. Like, where were you, bro? Like, where were you?
But like I told y'all, Siakam is their best player.
He dominated the series.
I'm gonna tell you something. OG.
I mean, all this defense, that. This guy just won MVP.
Yo, OG, that hamstring was screwed up. I can tell.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody got injuries, man.
That's not an excuse. Nobody's healthy right now, man. This guy just will drop like damn near 50 a game. I'm exaggerating, but I mean, don't we have
OG
guys
stepped up to play, but you gotta give OG credit. He did play a good game today on the offensive side.
Yeah, he was the only one who really was good offensively. Yeah, but I'm saying, Wingstop, right? OG Bridges. I mean, where was it? These guys weren't stopping the thing out here.
But that goes back to coaching and the schemes that you're running defensively. Like, that's why Mitchell Robinson is important because he helps the defense dramatically. But now your offense tanks because remember we was the fourth. What was our defensive ranking post All-Star break? Was it like the 10th ranked defense? But our offense, it was something like that, right? But our offense was like 20 something.
I'm not going to be negative about this season. I'm excited for the off season because one, it allows the team to get together and say, "Yo, what do we need to sacrifice to what do we need to sacrifice, for us to be better?" You know what I mean?
It's
Say what you want.
crazy, like, to think, like, Indiana is the roadblock. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not Boston. It's not the Cavs.
Because we got past Boston.
Right. And we will again next year if Tatum's going to be out. So it's still, to me, it's still going to be, how do we beat the Pacers? That's the roadblock.
That question
Somebody-
sounds like Indiana's not that good. How do you beat? I understand it. It's true because it's a fact. They just beat us. But just to hear that, how do you beat Indiana is kind of crazy.
Hold on,
think-
hold on, guy. I got another caller. I'm gonna merge your
Is
man.
this
We just gonna
Indy?
have a. Nah.
That's the roadblock.
Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Yo, this is Don from Fort Greene.
All right, I'm gonna merge you in so you can tell him what you text me. Hold
That's
on.
a cop. OG
Guess
didn't
it-
cover Siakam. They had the big guys on it for some reason.
Oh, that's a good point. This is
He
Don from Fort
covered
Greene,
him
by the
He
way.
covered him at times, though. Even when he did, he cooked him. Like,
They was on
yeah.
switches, but not a main guard.
Right.
Well, isn't that part of the issue then?
Well, the problem is
Like-
that we got major holes defensively. I
Oh,
agree.
yeah, for
we
sure.
got guys that are just one-sided players.
Right,
Either
right.
good on defense or good on offense.
Exactly,
And we
right.
got a coach that doesn't adjust according to games and doesn't use timeouts properly. When they go on runs like that, especially big runs, call the timeout, man.
I was
Nah, I
shocked
agree
that
with
Tips
that.
didn't call a timeout when they went on a run. I was shocked.
Dang it, every time we claw back into the game, bro, it was literally we down by 7, a big run, and he just let these guys drown.
I agree.
Like,
I
Facts.
agree with that. I
come
agree
on,
with that.
man. How many
Facts.
chances are we going to give Thibodeau? We got to look at the whole
And that's a
aspect.
good point too. That's why
No,
I'm
you're
saying
right
how many
about that.
chances
I
are we gonna
agree.
give him?
I agree with you on that.
Like, I mean, listen, man. He's old school. He's a rally guy. You know, like he was on Van Gundy's roster. He's he's old school. He has a different mentality. Even though he has Rick Brunson and he has other guys on his staff that try to, give him the nuance of the games, he's still old school and he sticks to what he sticks to, man.
You know what I think Tibbs is? I think Tibbs is a culture changer. I don't,
He's not a
I think,
championship builder.
right.
But
I
here's the
think
thing, though.
he helps you improve, but I don't think he's a guy that's going to lead you to a championship.
He's loyal to his guys. I think, and I'm not trying to sound crazy, but I'm not putting Mitchell Robinson on Siakam, who's a 6'10"
that
guy
was
that can
crazy.
move.
That
No.
was
I
crazy.
would rather put Precious Achua on him in some packages. Give him a
Facts.
couple of minutes. I mean, listen, I'm not saying he's Hakeem Olajuwon, but you can't tell me Precious can't cover him better than. I mean, he knows him from Toronto.
Yeah, Mitch can't
I mean,
guard
he's familiar with
Siakam.
him. He's not going to be a
Yeah.
stopper, but he can stay in front of him at least.
That's why I think Thibodeau will be out of here. I think this is his
But-
last chance.
But if
I
I could
really-
if I could be on the Coach Tibbs Hive side, the Coach Tibbs people Hive, this is his fourth different team in 5 years, man. He changes the team up on him, so when he's developing his system around certain guys he has, Leon Rose is bringing in new guys every other year. So
Listen, I know they also was talking about how, not to cut you guys off, this is a
Go ahead.
3-year window. Listen, when are you going to get an opportunity to have Cleveland and Boston out at the same time?
no, we
Facts.
cook Boston. Matter of
And
fact, that's gonna be
come
my next
on.
unfiltered thought. No, we
Like,
cook
you
Boston.
gotta
Boston is
streamline to the finals.
No,
This
Boston
your
is
chance.
done. Hold on. Boston is done. They're done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an unfiltered thought
We'll
on that.
see.
Yeah, I think that's gonna make me
We'll
feel
see.
better tonight. I'm gonna do that. Trust me, they're done. I'm gonna break down why Boston's done. But as far as Cleveland, I don't think Cleveland is all of that. I think they got exposed, bro. And then, but hold on. But here's the next kicker for my people that don't want to trade for Giannis. I read a report saying they're open to trading Allen and Garland.
I saw
So-
that too.
Imagine who they gonna get.
That's
So-
crazy.
So now, so everyone's trying to improve their team. So y'all talking about firing the coach. Listen, man, if one of these first team MVP candidates become available and they say they want to come to New York, a la Giannis Antetokounmpo, y'all better get that dude. I don't want to
I mean,
hear,
what
we
if-
don't want to trade this. Listen, dude, you want to win a championship or you just want to have a good team? Which one?
I mean, what if the Cavs traded Garland and Allen for Giannis? They got Giannis,
Easy.
Mitchell, and Mobley.
Easy.
Ooh.
Crazy. Now you're going to have to go up against that.
Good luck.
I don't see Giannis going to Cleveland
Why not?
because he wants. He was just in a small town.
Yeah, I agree. He probably
I
wants a
think
big
that-
market.
No, but
attractive
I'm going to tell you the
because-
difference. Can I tell you the difference? This is a younger team. All these guys are like, I'm not going to say right around his age, but like Mitchell's around his age, right? So Dame is older. Like Milwaukee's old. They old and cooked. Let's just keep it real. They old and cooked.
Old and cooked.
Oh
You're
yeah.
right about that.
So now he has a chance to be with some younger guys that's around his age or younger. That's the difference. So even though it's a smaller market, now I'm with some guys that's in their prime and ready to go.
Yeah, I agree.
And you put him with Mobley, that's crazy.
Oh man. Imagine
just don't-
defensively with Giannis and Mobley.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
That's
Oh
like the
my
Twin
God.
Towers all over again, right?
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
just don't think it's all about like the team. I feel like Giannis is kind of trying to build his brand, and he wants to be in a big city and win. Like he wants
I
the
agree.
whole thing.
I
He
agree.
does
But
want
I
to be in
feel
the big
like,
city. Yeah, he
how
does
old
want to be in the big
Be honest,
city.
right
Yeah.
now.
Golden
How old
State
Giannis?
is right for him because they have
Yeah, Golden State's another team.
Yo, how old is Giannis? How old is Giannis?
29,
30.
30.
30.
29,
Around Jalen
30.
Brunson's age, right?
Yeah.
Golden-
He's still up. Like you know,
He got
what I'm saying? He's
he
still
got
a buck,
another
man,
4
like,
years. He got another 4 years of like physical dominance.
maybe
Dunking
longer.
everything, maybe longer. Yep. Dunking everything, run it. Dude, that's your window right there. That's your window. That's your window.
So
That
you're
brother
saying
right
you would give
there.
up anything but Brunson basically for Giannis? Is that
Hey
what you're
man, go
basically
watch you gotta watch the unfiltered thought, man. Listen,
saying? No
I
doubt.
don't want tonight to be a negative night. And by the way, I see Indy in the chat. Indy, keep it respectful. They will not time you out. They will not time you out. But I'm gonna say this, man. Definitely watch the unfiltered thought. But this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I see
You
what the
gotta
Lakers are
capitalize on
doing.
it.
I see what the Lakers are doing by getting Luka. They're gonna get another star. Somebody else is going there, and they're gonna win a championship within 3 years. Book
I
it.
heard Miami's trying to get Giannis as well.
Nah, they don't got what it takes.
And everyone's
got what
gonna
it-
try to get Giannis.
They don't got what it
Right,
takes.
man.
Houston could do it. Houston definitely could do it.
Yeah, they got the
Houston
pieces.
definitely could do it.
So
OKC could do it too. OKC is like Thunder. Like like Thanos. They got all the Infinity Stones. If they lose in this finals, you know what? We gonna call up Denver. Denver, we got
Yo.
10 draft picks.
yeah.
Give us
I got a question.
Jokic. Okay.
I got a question. So
Mhm.
I know we've been talking about the Giannis thing, and I get it. You have 4 points on it. I'm concerned about my team. I'm concerned about the Knicks right now. And get that damn Liberty hat off, for God's sakes. Jesus Christ, Paul.
We talking about this New
I
York
love
City.
That. I love the hat. I love
talking about this
that.
New
You
York
got a
City.
championship,
You acting like this is
and
like
you got a championship.
Indiana or something like that. This is New York,
No,
baby.
no,
We win
seriously, though.
championships over here.
Yeah, no,
We
seriously.
We
They
win
got
we win
the
championships
championship.
over here, B. What you talking about? You know, let
They
me tell you what the
winning
Liberty
rings
got.
over here, baby.
Hold on. I could tell you what the
girls
Liberty
winning
has.
rings, man.
I could tell you what the Liberty has that the Knicks don't have. They got multiple MVPs in their prime and all WNBA people, first teamers. But yeah, you could continue talking, and that's why they winning championships. But go ahead. I'll listen to you speak. That's one thing I know they got. Multiple
All right,
MVPs
you
in
got
their
me, you
primes.
got me. I'll let you off the hook
Okay,
on that.
yeah. Let the Knicks get multiple MVPs in their prime. Could we at least do that? I would like to have an MVP in their prime at least once in my lifetime. At least once.
Listen, now, if you're the Knicks, what do you do this offseason?
If you can't get Giannis, you don't fire the coach, and you got to stay the same because at least you have that continuity going into next year. And maybe the finals jinx continues, and that could work into your favor because Boston's not going to be there. Realistically, you're going to have to worry about because I still don't think Indiana is that much better than us. Like we can't catch them next year, right? But Indiana's they're gonna be a thorn in your side. They still gonna be a good team.
Yeah.
Maybe not much better, but you got to watch out for Cleveland, who looks like they're going to be aggressive. They might do something crazy. Orlando, they got young talent. They could also do a crazy trade.
What if Detroit makes a big
Detroit,
move?
Detroit, I was getting to them.
Yeah,
Detroit Pistons.
Detroit.
Yo, if I'm Detroit,
Yeah.
I'm calling Julius Randle right now. Listen,
Yeah, they got
They ain't
picks. They
treating
got
you
young
right.
players. Yeah.
they ain't treating you right in Minnesota, man.
And
We
they got
gonna bring
cap
you
space.
over here. We gonna bring you over to Detroit. I want to mold you in. We tough grit, all that tough grit. You gonna get like 20 touches every night to do you. And now they got a bona fide. Now Detroit will be a problem for the Knicks in the playoffs if they had Randall.
Oh yeah, they almost
Because
beat us.
now-
They almost beat us this year.
Now they got a guy who is a bona fide killer besides Cade that you're gonna have to prepare your defense for.
Yeah, they need
And good
another.
luck.
They need another scorer. They need a number 2 scorer. You know.
And that's what they got. And comes Randall. And Randall comes
Listen,
out there.
if I could get Giannis or KD, I'm doing it. Point blank.
KD is just the money is the like.
Yeah,
I get what
it's
Coach
tough.
was saying. Like because I thought about that trade before too. It's just do you want to give up OG and potentially some of your other younger talent
Yeah.
for a dude that
yeah.
might be out of the league in like 2 years?
That's tough. That's tough.
But I tell you what, if you had KD tonight on your team, you was gonna win.
What about
Yeah,
I tell you
What about
that much.
I agree. Yeah, that's a
You
fact.
said what about who?
what about KD? What
Nah,
about
I'm not doing that. Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Cat
I
for
wouldn't.
KD?
All NBA player in his prime for a guy that's a over the hill All NBA player, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't either, but I had
Can we win with Cat, honestly? Can we win with Cat, honestly?
all right. So now you're gonna make me go look at this.
Ooh, can we win with Cat? Honestly,
Honestly.
Can we win with Cat and Brunson being our best 2 players?
see that. Look, the counter argument for me, right, is Brunson should have been a first teamer at least 2 years ago, right? And that's a credible argument. But this is not a woulda, coulda, shoulda world and league. So not the rules, but the history states that
If we get
champions
three
have
bonus
first
Cat,
teamers,
'cause here's the
not
thing,
second
right?
teamers.
This is the
Go
thing.
ahead.
I feel like this series would have been different if we got three bones to Cat.
I don't know, man. I just think Indiana had our number, man.
Yeah, and that too.
And they're in our heads as well. They're in our heads too.
Then they friends with
like-
Halliburton. Why are y'all friends? This dude is trying to kill. I never understood the friendship. Oh, we was on the World Olympic
Dude,
Cup
I'm telling
team.
you, it's the AAU
Man,
culture.
that dude is your op, bro. He's coming with the Reggie Miller choke. He's trying to kill you.
If
Oh,
I
it's
see
my
Brunson
man.
hanging out, if I see Brunson hanging out with Halliburton at WWE again this whole season,
Yeah, I don't want to see that crap.
Trade him. I'm gonna say trade his ass.
You're gonna
And
come
then
with-
on your
Whoa, whoa,
podcast,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
hold
whoa,
on,
whoa,
on your
whoa,
podcast
whoa.
on Thursday, because they're
I
gonna
don't
drop
wanna
an
see
episode.
None of that.
They're
I don't
gonna drop
wanna
an
see none of
episode
that.
on Thursday. They're gonna drop an episode on Thursday. Talk about the postseason. Y'all better get spicy. I don't want to hear, oh yeah, salute to Indiana. They had our number. I want to hear, nah, they the ops. We gonna see them next year. We gonna kill them. That's what
He
I
out
want to hear on the
there-
podcast.
He out there mocking Brunson's 3-point celebration in your face. You better
Then
not
hold
be
on,
friends
guys.
with this guy.
Then I told y'all guys, I got 5 people that always hit me up when the Knicks lose. Only 2 of them hit me up tonight, and I was on the phone with the other one, right? So, Dusty sends me a picture on his couch doing the choke symbol, man.
Mm. Trash.
Sending me voice notes, laughing at me.
Yo,
And y'all want me to do a live
I
tonight?
can't believe y'all are even talking about this right now with Jalen Brunson. I can't believe it. What the hell?
What they saying about Brunson?
No, I'm like, come on. Really, with the whole ops, come on.
Nah, he better not be. Nah.
He's too friendly, man. Like, yo, I don't want no saluting nobody. I'm better than everybody. Yo, if I was in the league, nobody would like me. I'm better than all y'all.
Though, bro.
If
That's
I'm
today's
Brunson,
NBA. All these guys know each other from AAU.
It's
And
the
all
That's a
those
fact.
guys, they're all
I'm
buddies,
telling
man.
you.
They're all
So,
buddies.
but why-
Brunson, If I'm Brunson, I got Halliburton in my room and I'm throwing darts at his picture all off season. F that French. Nah, F that French.
I think that French
Well,
died
I
tonight.
think SGA is cut from that. I think SGA believes he's better than everybody. Period. Like in his, like you could just tell from his swag, I'm better than all y'all. He may not say it, but like Ant-Man, oh no, Wemby's the face of the league, and SGA, he's incredible. Like it's too. That's why you ain't gonna beat him. If you want to compliment another dude, then you admitting he's better than you. Like then you want to say, "Oh yeah, I'm the best player in the world." I don't believe you. When it was time for you to say it,
yeah. That's why I'm happy that JB's got that Kobe mentality. That's why I'm happy.
Listen, man, you got to be in the sat, bro. If I was in the league, bro, nobody would like me, and I would love it that way because I'm here to kill all of y'all. I'm not friends with none of y'all. I'm here to get my work done. I'm here to get this money.
Corn, you're not understanding my point.
What's up?
There's a loser mentality going on. There's a loser mentality going on in NBA right now, right? And there's always people praising each other, you know what I mean? Yada, yada, yada. I don't mind people praising each other at all. But if you're my friend and I'm seeing you on a court, it's on site.
No, but but it's hard to believe it's real because I'm not saying you gotta have beef, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like when Embiid, and he might have been sarcastic, but when he got on the TV and said Jokic is the best player in the world, I wouldn't say that. Like I just wouldn't get on the internet, even if I'm joking or saying, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, even if you think that, don't say
even
it.
if you think that, I'm not going to say that in the end. Like,
no, did you see Brunson's game post interview though? Did you see Brunson's game post interview though?
Nah, I ain't seen none of them losers interviews, man. Sorry, I ain't seen none of the losers, man. I got a winning mentality. You see what I got on right here? Do you see what I got on? Do you see what this is championship royalty right here. I ain't got no time to be listening to those dudes that get packed up by a team, they ops and rivals. Come on, man. I ain't got no time to be listening to these guys.
No, when
man.
is the podcast next week? When's the podcast?
I'm doing the podcast on Monday, man. Yo, listen, man. Honestly, I'm letting y'all know off rip, the smoke of the week is going to be the New York Knicks. And I'm going to tear a hole. I was going to go in on Paul Pierce and all these dudes. Why am I doing that? No, I'm going to tear a hole in the Knicks. That's the smoke of the week. I'm just letting y'all know it's coming.
I got to ask you guys something real quick. Tibbs,
what's up?
What is Tibbs' fascination with Josh Hart? This guy's ass.
You can't say that.
He had a bad
No. Listen, he's a liability on both sides of the floor, man. He can't guard a snail. He can't shoot. Did y'all see that fast break he had tonight?
Yeah, that was
1-on-2. I mean, that was tragic.
That wasn't Josh. That was his twin brother Derek.
No, like he can't shoot. He can't defend. Like, what does he do out there, man? Like, straight up.
So you would have him on the first bus smoking?
Oh, he would have been gone tonight. Don't even take the fight back with us, bro. What you doing out here?
Cog than what we did. I think moving him to the bench kind of messed with his psyche a little bit.
I moved him to Oklahoma from Wisconsin.
Hold on, salute that UAP. He said he got his Liberty stuff out, man. Salute, man. We riding for the Liberty, man. I'm riding with that.
I'm done with Josh Hart, bro. He should got like 12 minutes off the bench. That's it. Like, straight up.
Yeah, we definitely got to improve our bench, though, man. And is McBride the main guy? He didn't play well either this series. He had one game.
He was yeah.
He wasn't the McBride after he came back from that knee injury. He wasn't the same guy.
Yeah, the whole year he was kind of up and down. Yeah.
He got a team friendly contract, so he'll more than likely not going nowhere.
Yeah,
he's only getting like $4 million.
Yeah, I'm cool with him. Coming back, whatever. Man.
Do we keep Shamit? I want to keep Shamit.
I like Shamit. Nah,
I like Shamit, man.
I like him too, man.
You're going to need somebody, man. You only got 11 guys on the contract, so and only $8 million to spend. So
I like Shamit's defense.
If he'll come back for the low, bring him back.
Yeah, he's a good defender, man. I like him. I like Shamit. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, man.
He's cool at the 2.
You got to work out.
He's cool at the 2. Just don't play him at the 3.
Word.
Right.
You play him at the 3 too much. Yeah, bro, we played Chapman at the 3 like a lot. 'Cause we had
during
that
the
three-guard
regular
lineup.
season,
Yeah,
especially
because we played that 3-guard lineup. Remember,
the
Deuce Payne
3-guard
and
lineup.
Chapman?
Huh?
Right. Chapman was playing the 3. That was
Our
crazy.
problem is we had nobody for Siakam. Like people don't
Yeah,
realize Siakam is 6'10" with a
Yeah.
7'2" wingspan.
No, that's a
he's
fact.
a
You know what
yo.
I'm saying?
Honestly, man, he's a
Yeah.
killer, man. I feel like Indiana don't be utilizing him enough.
Yeah, right. There's a lot
And
of
he's a
games where,
champion. But like people
yeah,
forget he was a main cog in that along with Leonard
Oh yeah,
winning the championship. He was a big piece of that.
man,
So
he was
like
the second option.
yes he was, and he
Man.
did a great job, man.
he destroyed us, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. No,
They just
respect
had
to
nobody to
Siakam,
cover
man.
him.
Nobody.
He had a great series. I think he had one bad game.
Yeah,
But
the
he,
game 5. Game
yeah,
5.
that's it.
That was it. That was it.
He
Hold
had
on,
a
wait,
phenomenal.
what?
Man.
Yeah, I mean, even Toppin had a pretty decent series. Like,
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean,
Maxine, we don't
talk
do
about the
that,
chicken coming home
Maxine.
to roost, right?
Maxine said she wanted Halliburton to snap his Achilles. Nah, I don't want that. We don't want that, Max. Come on, baby. Come on. You can't.
We
What we
want him
doing
to
out
lose.
here?
We want him to lose in the finals, That's it.
Yeah, we can
Oh
lose.
yeah, it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep. I
Yeah,
couldn't
probably.
win one game.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
I had a stat, right? I was saving it because I actually did homework on the Knicks was gonna make it to the finals. I was doing my homework for my 10 Reasons show. And so
do we get mid-level exception? Do we get
I don't
mid-level?
think so.
yeah, we do.
Oh,
But,
we
but
do?
yeah, we
Oh,
do.
word?
But
Oh.
but mama, you only got $8 million. The mid level is like 5.7. So for an apron team, it's like five something.
What do you do? And what do you actually do?
Well, that's up for the great Leon Rose. But no, but I was gonna say, right? I was doing the 10 keys for why we could beat the OKC Thunder, which just sounds crazy right now, right? And one of the things I came across is that in NBA history, see, when I start seeing stuff like in NBA history, that's like a red flag in my mind that we're not gonna overcome the odds. So no team with a plus 10 differential. Remember, the OKC Thunder had the greatest in history, 13, right? This was during the regular season. No team that had a plus 10 differential has lost to a team with less than plus 10. Indiana Pacers, 2.2. New York Knicks, 4.4. They gonna get smoked, guys. Trust me. They don't got a shot. The history's already... Yo, if Indiana wins the championship, bro, this will be the biggest upset in NBA history. Bigger than Detroit.
What do y'all think
Bigger
those
than Detroit,
ratings are going to be?
Oh, the Rain's gonna be trash.
Yeah.
I'm telling you off the top of the head. I'm half
Horrible.
watching, bro. I'm gonna watch maybe
even know
the
if I
second
can
half of the
watch.
first game. Yeah, I don't really want to watch it either.
Watch
Especially if Indiana wins.
Oh,
Especially if they win. If they win, yeah,
God.
that's gonna really make it bad. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I
Oh.
might black out. I might do like
Facts.
5 crazy unfiltered thoughts that that's not meant for like regular YouTube. Please don't let that happen. But I think they're gonna get killed though. Seriously.
Listen, I got a
Hopefully-
priestess.
Hopefully
I got
Indiana
a
hears
voodoo
that.
priestess in Brooklyn, man. If y'all want to put the kibosh on Halliburton.
Listen, man, you know the voodoo didn't work. They had a witch doing some conjuring for the us against the Pacers. Clearly it didn't work. We got cooked.
Man.
Yeah, we got cooked.
Man.
Listen, I'm gonna be the hot take yo corn. If I'm right, I'm right.
What's up? What you said?
If I'm telling you, Tibbs is out of here this offseason, bro. I can't see him staying.
Tibbs is out of here?
I think so.
I mean,
I
it could
don't
lead
know.
to the Knicks winning a championship, but more than likely, the Knicks might regress. And as long as you guys are comfortable with having to wait another year for a new coach to come and figure it out, because it's a new system, so now it may not work smoothly. So if you guys are patient and y'all gonna wait a year or two, then it's cool.
Who do you
But
get,
I don't want to
though?
hear
That's
no
the question.
complaints. Fire the new coach.
Who do you sign if you fire Tibbs?
I got a guy for you. Go get Johnny Bryant. I don't think he's signed yet. Go get your man Johnny Bryant. Let's see if he could do it. Let's see what Johnny Bryant could do.
What about
I'm
Mike
not trying to
Malone?
knock him. I really want to see what he could do.
What about Mike Malone?
They say he's like a baby Tibbs.
He's like Tibbs. Yeah, he's another Tibbs, man.
Listen, I'm fine. Just get someone like Johnny Bryant to talk to Tibbs.
He ain't coming back. He good in Cleveland. He ain't coming back unless you get making him a head coach.
What about Sam Cassell?
You know, I don't mind them former point guards because they definitely know the game. I think the point guards are the best coaches. Like if you was a point guard, you could be a good coach. You know, I'm not 100%, but a lot of the good coaches you see, Jason Kidd, Chauncey Billups,
Look at Ty Lue.
Ty Lue, but I'm saying
He's one
like
of the best.
Yeah, he's a champion. I'm trying to give examples of guys that's like maybe not like, you know, super winning, but like they're building those teams up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I it's a risk though, because you seen what life was before Tibbs. We thought that Dave Fizdale was gonna be great.
Yeah.
Great young assistant coming up. We thought he was gonna be fire. Boy, were we wrong. Take that for data, right? So it could go, and then also like we trying to win a championship, right? So how many teams win championships, even if you want to make it the first 2 years of a coach's tenure? You don't really see that. I mean, you got Joe Mazzulla, and then you got to go back some.
Yeah, but he inherited
Maybe
a
Steve
great
Kerr.
team.
Yeah, he did.
He did, right? Exactly.
He did.
So bingo. So that's why I'm like, yo, y'all so worried about the coach. Go get the star. And then worry about the coach. Then you could make anybody coach. Anybody look good. You got LeBron James and D Wade. Anybody gonna look like a great coach with them, and that's your players. Come on, dude. Like it's a very simple thing there. That's what the Lakers understand. That's why the Lakers always get top 75s every 5 years, 10 years. They went from Kobe to, and then it took some time. They got LeBron. Now they got Luka. Then they're going to get somebody else. It might be Wemby. It might be whoever. I mean, that's just been the formula of success for a big market team.
So basically, I don't think anyone. So you guys basically, I think except for Yuri, I think you guys would trade anyone for the right player, basically.
No, I'm the only one. Nobody else agrees with me. Trust me. I'm on the
Coach
extreme.
Was saying he would trade for like KD or whatever.
No,
right?
but he's not going to trade anyone though. I'm trading anyone. That's me.
Oh, so you would even trade Brunson.
Let me say my point.
Hey, I'm not going to say anything, man. You got to go see that unfiltered thought, man.
Let me say my point. Let me say my point.
Go ahead.
I'm saying run it back because we had a good first year together. I know emotions are high because of Cat's poor defense. I know emotions are high because Mikal Bridges didn't have a good night. I know emotions are high because JP did a stunker. That's probably going to kill him for the rest of the year. I know emotions are high because of our idiotic coach sometimes. You know what I mean? But I feel like this year was a success because we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
No, that's a fact.
I feel like we were all so caught up in a negative. I feel like
we lost to Indiana, Yuri. We lost to Indiana.
We lost to the same team that knocked us out
can you at least let me finish?
Come on, Indiana, man.
Facts, man.
Can you at least let me finish? Jesus Christ.
Man, there's nothing good from that shit, man. Like,
that's
like getting beat up by someone and say, "Oh, I'm gonna find him tomorrow." And then you find him and he beats you up again. Like, you look stupid. You look like a fool.
Can you let me
like
finish
a fool.
for God's sake? Can you let me finish for God's sakes? Because I'm about to hop off.
All right, go ahead.
Like, in the end, right? This is just year one. Who knows what year 2 and year 3 is going to look like for this team?
Right, that's fair.
And who knows? Maybe we might get a shot at Indiana again next year.
I don't want to see Indiana. Nope, I'm good.
And lose for a third time in 3 years.
I want to avoid Indiana.
Ain't nothing gonna be different. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing gonna be different next year.
If you coming back with the same team,
ain't nothing gonna change. I promise.
If you don't got Giannis out there, man, then comes the Greek freak. I don't want to see. Yeah, I'm good, Yuri. I don't want to see that matchup, man.
Nah. I'm
Yeah.
good, man.
No.
Bulls now.
Oh,
I just don't think
man.
we can win with Cat and Big Body Brunson on the same team.
That's
I,
fair.
I can't.
That's fair.
They're,
That's a
they're
fair
really
point.
good. They're really good players, but Cat is not the guy. He's not the guy, man. I know. I
Wow.
mean, listen. Look what our record was against winning teams and against the big dogs. We had a losing record against teams over 500 this year, even though we won 51 games.
I think you might be on to that. Damn, I don't got because wifey cleaned up my
reckon
desk
we were
area. I don't know where my
maybe
stats
12
is.
games under 500 against teams with a 500 record and better.
I actually
We
had
beat the team.
that stat.
I think it's
I don't know
8
where it's
games
at.
or 12 games, something like that.
Yeah, because how I calculate the stats a little different because I don't change the record. So like they change the record. So like let's say
I don't
you lose
believe in
to
that
Indiana.
0-10 narrative bull crap. I
No,
don't believe.
let's say you lose to Indiana, right? But Indiana at the time when they beat you, they was a sub 500 team. If they get a plus 500 record, they'll change that. They'll change that loss to a team
Right.
that's above 500.
Right,
That's why
right,
King
right.
Cohen had a
I
problem
don't-
with the 0-10 narrative.
When I do that, when I keep track of that stat, I don't change it because I feel like you are what your record is at the time. I don't give a damn if you is a plus 500 team
But
later.
it wasn't good. It wasn't
Right.
good.
I will say, straight up, I will say, right? There was a reason why I hate the 0-10 narrative so much. Because that was during the regular season. And that got proven otherwise when we beat the Boston Celtics. Right?
Yeah, and it also got proven otherwise when we lost to the Indiana Pacers. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it got proven otherwise when we lost to them goddamn Pacers, man.
I got lucky to beat Detroit in the playoffs too.
I ain't gonna go that far. That's a little too far. We got lucky, but
yeah,
to beat
that was,
Detroit.
that was a stretch, but it was harder than people thought it was going to be.
Definitely harder than me. I did a video
Yeah.
saying we were gonna beat them in 5 games, and I wanted to say a sweep.
Nah, a lot of people. Yeah, I mean,
Why I kept my mouth shut, you egotist.
Listen, man, if you can't beat the Detroit Pistons, man, you don't deserve to go nowhere. Like, come on, you don't deserve to go nowhere.
I actually did say it was going to be a really hard series. I didn't like the matchup.
I'm shocked that didn't. That's a series. I'm shocked that didn't go to 7 games.
I was
That's
scared of that team.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm looking at it right now. I managed to find my stats tucked away in the corner somewhere. But yeah, this right here. Bam. So against teams that was above 500, we were 19-24. That's according to my standard. So their standard might be a little different, but it's still gonna be sub 500 record. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but I think that is a valid question, though. Can we win with both Brunson and Cat on the same floor together?
Are we
Yeah,
saying defensively? Like when you
I'm gonna
guys
make
say
that a
this,
poll. I'm gonna make that a poll tomorrow.
real quick, are you guys saying like Cat and Brunson in terms of like their defensive flaws? Is that what you guys mean?
Absolutely.
Oh, right.
I think it's the
kinda
whole
like-
shebang. I think it's the whole shebang. Just like period. Like, can you win?
Right. Well, if we're talking like defensively, I kind of look at Denver. Like they won the chip with Murray and Jokic being bad defenders.
Facts.
And they had but they had Aaron Gordon, who I think is an elite defender. I think he's a better defender than anyone we have.
And they had KCP.
Right,
They had
KCP. Right. So they had
And
two
that's
really
what
great defenders.
So listen, that's why early in the season I was like, yo, I think that we should start Precious at the 4 because every great center had a good power forward, right? And maybe that's what Leon Rose needs to do. Get a power forward, bro. Get a real power forward, not OG, not Josh Hart. Get a real Bobby Portis type power forward to come in that can stretch the floor, give Cat the spacing he needs. That's the move I would make.
You know who I would love, man? And he's from the area? Nas Reed, man. I love
It's not gonna
Nas
happen.
Reed.
Not gonna happen. But yeah, he would be
Yeah,
fire.
I know.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm just streaming. I'm just streaming, you know.
That's why they gave up the big cat, because they had Nas Reed. They wanted to sign him.
Facts.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? That's why he
Yeah.
was. That's why we got the big bodega. Foul.
It was. Oh my God.
Yeah, give him a
Such
power forward, man.
liability defensively, man. It's sickening watching him. Like, we
Yeah.
know what we got with Brunson. Brunson makes an effort. You got to want to play defense. That's what Greg Popovich always said. You don't have to be the greatest defender, but you got to want to play defense.
Right.
Yeah, Brunson
And I just
isn't a
don't
bad
see it in him,
defender
bro.
because of effort. Brunson isn't a bad defender because of effort, I don't feel.
Nah, yeah, he
And
gives
he's
effort.
a munchkin. He's a,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
but he does
Right.
make an effort.
No, he does.
No.
He does.
And he draws charges. He at least does that.
Yeah.
That's his claim to fame.
Right.
Yeah.
That's his claim to fame.
It is. That's
That's
it.
funny though. That's
Hey, at least I
funny
draw
though.
charges.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Well, guys, it's been a pleasure, man.
Salute.
Yeah,
I gotta
definitely,
go to
man.
sleep.
yeah.
Yo,
All right,
Corn.
yeah. Yeah,
Yo,
what's up?
Corn.
Yo, I love the show, bro. I just want to tell you that I've got a lot of people from Fort Greene checking in with you, man.
Oh, man, salute. I appreciate that. Salute to Fort
You
Greene,
know,
Kings
I got
County.
the
What's
boys
up?
out there checking you out, man. And they
Nice.
feeling that Liberty shirt and that Liberty hat you got on.
Oh, yeah, man. Yo, we got to represent,
Know
man. Yo,
that.
world champions, man. Listen, man.
Know that.
We get ready to go on a dynasty run, bro. We're going to go on
Gotta
a
get you.
dynasty run.
I
Trust
gotta
me.
get you. I
I'm
gotta
telling
get you in a Mets cap, man.
I'm
Gotta
telling
get
you.
in a
Nah, never.
Mets cap.
That'll never happen. That'll never happen. But
Yeah,
let me
man.
tell you something. And this one be on our last Liberty take. They got this girl, Natasha Cloud.
Oh,
Fire.
yeah.
He's nice.
Fire.
Bro, if we had a guard
Fire.
like that on the Knicks, it'd be a wrap.
Word.
It'd be a wrap. We need a guard like that on the Knicks. Like the Knicks need to look at the Liberty and build a team like that. Like that's how you build a team. That's how you go get a championship, dog. So I don't know what y'all doing in with the Knicks. Y'all just I don't know what y'all doing over there, man. Y'all losing in the Eastern Conference Finals to a team we hate since 93, 92, or wherever we faced them the first time.
I feel like too many people, real quick, are like, okay, like you're. I mean, you're right. It was a good season. It was a successful season, but like we went out versus the same team we went out against last year. Like that doesn't hurt you.
Get over it.
Nah, we
It's
can't.
not you
Like-
can't just get over. It's the Pacers, bro.
Get
It's the
over it.
Pacers,
Get over
bro.
what?
See,
man?
Yuri don't go back to the 90s.
Get over
Yuri
it.
don't go back to the.
for like a week.
That's
Real
crazy.
Yo,
fans
listen.
know, but we hate the Pacers. And
Yeah. Come on.
See,
get
Yuri doesn't
over
know
it.
that.
Like, it hurt
I ain't
Yuri-
getting. I'm gonna never get over this, bro.
Yuri doesn't know about the 90s. He
on,
doesn't
man.
know about those he doesn't know about those Reggie Miller days.
Oh, he's gotta
So-
be young.
Man.
How old is Yuri?
Yeah.
Is he like under 30?
He's young. Yeah, he's on the
Oh,
30.
wow.
You
Alright.
see freaking
Yeah.
Rick
see?
Smits. I mean, I seen
Yeah.
him. I want to punch him right in his face.
Right. See, he don't know that. You watching the TV. You seen in real time Reggie Miller doing the choke joint in
Oh.
real time.
We gotta
Not
live
on
with this
replay.
Halliburton doing. We gotta live with Halliburton doing that now all season. We're
Yeah,
gonna have to
now
see
he made
this.
it relevant now. Now
We're
he
gonna have
made
to
it.
see
Oh
that
yeah.
all over again, man. All over again, man. Get over it.
And you know he
Hell
gonna
no.
break it out every time he could.
Yeah, man. What?
So
Ain't
is he
nothing
now
getting
the
over
most
this
hated? Now is Halliburton the most hated
definitely.
villain?
ever?
Definitely. Right now,
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Oh,
write that
yeah.
down. That's gonna be another poll.
It's
Yeah.
not even
Mhm.
close. In my
Yeah,
lifetime,
it's not even close.
it's Halliburton. 100%.
He did that choke sign. That I mean,
Oh,
I wanted to. Oh man. I
Oh,
wanted to,
my
I
God.
thought I had
And then
bad
he
thoughts.
pointed to Reggie Miller, and then Reggie Miller
Yeah.
pointed back.
yup.
That
Oh,
right there
my-
was I was crazy.
Nah, get over it, man. Get over it.
It's-
I ain't getting over nothing.
you don't
Nah,
have to.
That's
You
that's
don't
gonna
have
take
to.
like at least a season and a half.
Nah, it's gonna
Like you
take
got to be a
beating
first
them in-
seed.
It's gonna take.
We got to be
beating
a
them in
first
the
seed next year.
ECF. Nah, it's gonna take beating them in the ECF next year. to get
No,
over it.
no,
Then I'll get
listen, we
over
don't
it.
want to see
You
Indiana
gotta
no more.
exercise the demons.
Nah, we don't want to see Indiana no more. Nope, that's a dub. I don't want to see them again. Nope.
Yo,
No
listen,
matter who's on the
straight
team.
Up, if both teams are equal, the same next year, nothing's gonna change, man. I'm sorry. It's just not.
Nothing's gonna change, especially
nothing
if
gonna
Coach
change.
Sims is the coach.
Ain't nothing gonna change, bro.
Oh
Telling
my
you, it ain't gonna
God.
change.
Oh man, I'm laughing, but I'm really crying. Oh God.
Right. Crying on the inside, you know?
Cause
Yeah.
look, watch. I can
Oh,
see how next season gonna go. It's gonna be Cleveland, Knicks, Indiana, top 3, unless the other teams do something crazy to improve their teams, right?
and they'll know that, like, the thing is, the next year, anything but making the finals is a colossal
Mm-hmm.
failure. I hope everybody knows this.
And look,
It's
Indiana gonna be a 3rd or 4th seed again. Watch.
But yeah. Because they
And then
start slow. They always start like slow,
they're gonna
kind of.
start
So
slow
they'll
and then
be
watch.
yeah.
They're gonna get to the playoffs, start beating everybody.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to root for someone to knock them out before us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You're gonna get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and you might even be the 1st seed.
It's like, come
And
on,
guess who's gonna
Detroit.
be there waiting for you?
God,
Guess who's gonna be
man.
waiting there for you? Oh my God.
Oh man. Oh. Don't
It's
let
tough.
Detroit get another star. By the way, don't let
Yo,
them.
I'm
Well,
telling
they
you, I
gotta
already
remember
got the player for them.
that kid that hurt his leg. He's coming back strong.
Yeah, Ivy.
Yeah.
Ivy,
Right.
he's a special kind of guy, man.
Yeah, he's a special
He's-
talent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
like him.
So you got him
Yeah.
coming back, and I think they're gonna keep, you know what I'm saying, like
Thompson.
Hardaway and Thompson.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're loaded, man. They're loaded.
Duran's gonna be his
Yeah,
potential
man.
is sky high, man. He's
Listen,
gonna
if
be-
I'm Detroit, like I said last year, I said this last season, I swear to God, I said Hartenstein, if OKC picks him up, that's the missing piece. They'll win a championship. And now look at what's happening. I said that I just seen the play before it happened. And then
listen,
now
man,
I'm telling
yeah.
you, if the Detroit Pistons get Randall, that's going to take them over the top, bro. Trust me. I'm not saying the championship, but I'm saying like it's going to make them like a top team in the East.
And listen, man, nothing is a given. Don't just think, oh, we got here this year, so we're gonna make the ECF next year. Nothing is a given, man. Like don't
That's
write
why
it
it
in,
was
don't
so
write it in
important this
stone.
year to make that run. When we got Cleveland and Boston out the way, and we still fucking lose to Indiana, man.
Well,
God,
Boston
man.
is done. Guy, I'm telling y'all, Boston is done. Trust me. I'm gonna do an unfiltered thought on that. I'm gonna show you
You
why
mean long
Boston is
term
done.
done or next year? Because
They
Tatum's
done.
out.
The only way they could bounce back is if they could get a really good trade value in return for KP and Drew Holiday, and I don't see that happening. I don't think
And
they're
they
going to
got
be able
so
to get
much money that they gotta get off the book.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
right.
They're
So
in
that's why
trouble.
they're going to have to trade. But if I was them, I wouldn't even trade KP because he's on an expiring contract. I would trade Drew Holiday.
Yeah, they're saying Drew and KP, they're gonna have to move both of them supposedly.
Al Horford
But-
is gonna retire. They said.
Yeah, he's not coming back. They can't even sign him, even if he did, unless he takes the minimum.
They
And
got
they're going to lose
Pritchard.
Luke Cornett.
Pritchard is still there. I don't know if they're gonna be terrible. I don't think they're gonna be terrible.
No, they won't be terrible,
They'll
but
be
they're
a
not gonna
playoff
be.
team.
Yeah, but they're not gonna be a threat without Tatum.
I
know?
wouldn't be
They're not gonna-
surprised if they're a playing team. I'm gonna keep it 100,000%. I wouldn't be. I'm not saying they are, but I wouldn't be surprised because if Orlando stays healthy, Detroit gets a nice, phenomenal piece.
Yeah.
And who else was there? Oh, Philadelphia. Do not sleep on Philadelphia.
No.
Trust me, don't sleep. Do not. If Embiid has a semblance of health, that team is gonna be a problem,
Good
bro.
luck.
They got the
Good
third
luck with
pick.
that.
They're gonna get a young talent
Okay.
with the third pick in the draft.
It's all
too.
about
He's gonna get a
Embiid's
sore
health.
pinky toe. He's gonna get a sore pinky toe. and be
No,
out
see
for
now that's the
4
problem.
days.
Like if he's missing the season because he got some injury, that's the only thing that hold him back. But if he plays 50 games, they could be a problem.
And they got that young kid. Who's that young kid that was balling but he got hurt? Who was his name?
McCain, my man from Duke,
Yeah,
Jared McCain.
Yo, he was balling like crazy, bro. He was.
Hey, yo, you know he didn't play like that in
Yo.
college, right? He did not. The way he played
Yeah.
in the pro, he did.
He was
in
gonna win
college.
Rookie of the Year for sure.
He was
He
just
didn't
an
get
off the
hurt.
ball shooter. He was just an off the ball catch and shoot
Yo,
dude.
he was balling.
All that
man.
dribbling stuff. That stuff from he was doing in the NBA. He wasn't doing that in college.
He
I didn't
was
even know
on
he
his
had
way
that in
to
his
win
game.
Rookie of the Year for sure. If he didn't get hurt, he was gonna run away with that Rookie of the Year, man.
Ooh,
was
AP
balling.
says the Knicks losing iHeart destroyed the whole team. You know what?
It hurt,
That
man.
might be a fact
Nah, it
Be-
hurt, man.
because
definitely
think
hurt.
about it. And I know coach is going to be mad at this, but if Hartenstein was healthy, then there would be no reason to do the Towns trade. If Hartenstein was there there would be no
True.
reason to do the Towns trade. Because now you
Right.
got a center. Even though Mitch took 65 games to come back, Randall would have been ready in the beginning of the season. He might have missed the preseason, but he would have been ready in the beginning of the season. And you would have had Hartenstein, Randall, Dante off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart off the bench.
Yo,
Hey.
last year's team would have matched up so much better with Indiana than this year's team.
Yeah, you know why? Because
Right.
Randall
Oh,
would have
man, we
gave
would've beat
Siakam
them.
hell.
Yeah, we would have beat them. We would have beat them last year, but we all got
And
hurt.
OG
then
didn't
we
give
changed the
Siakam
team.
hell. So that's the difference. Randall would have gave Siakam hell, bro. Trust
That's
me.
what's frustrating.
Was
Like,
OG worth the money, or did they sign him because they gave up
Nah.
IQ and Barrett?
he's not worth all that. He's not worth all
Um,
that.
I'ma say,
Nah.
remember the TV deal's coming, so the money's gonna be extra crazy. So the money that's gonna be extra crazy is gonna make that money don't look like as much. So
why
only
wasn't
because the
OG
new TV deal's coming.
Right. So why wasn't OG on Siakam throughout the whole series? Like, if
He
he's
was
that
in the
guy,
beginning, and he got cooked.
and he got cooked, right?
He
But he
got
was still
cooked,
our
yo.
best chance, though. Like, so, like, why wasn't he on him more when
They
he's
had him
like
on that
cooking?
Naismith, not Naismith guy. What's the other guy's name?
Nembhard?
Nemhard.
Yeah. They had
Yeah,
him
like,
Those
on
guys are
him.
annoying, bro. I even hate saying their names now. Now
I
it's starting to
know,
sound like the
man.
Davis twins and
I
But
hate
Rick
listen,
Smits,
man,
like
I hate to say it, but
and
like
and, and Jalen Rose
Jalen Rose and Chris Mullen and Mark
Travis
Jackson, even though he
Best.
was a Knick. And
Travis
Travis
Best.
Best.
I used to hate him, man. He was always coming off the bench, hitting threes, getting
Killing us,
steals.
bro.
Yeah, I used to hate Travis Best, man.
You gotta give Nemhard credit for his defense on Brunson tonight, man. That was game
Yeah.
changing. Like, that's
Yeah,
why
that
they won
definitely
tonight.
was.
That's why they won
Yeah,
tonight, man.
6 steals.
Man,
Bro,
the
he was
reason why they
smothering.
the
He
reason why they
smothered
won
Brunson.
tonight is because the double big lineup was trash, bro.
Oof.
Minus 12.
Oof.
Minus 12, bro. Like,
Damn.
and Coach Tibbs, like, yeah, they was plus 18 last game, but like, Indiana is a team that you go small with. They were going with Obi Toppin at the 5, and he was
Right,
killing
I
us in pick and
agree.
roll.
But
He had
again,
like
this
6
is
dunks in a row.
Tibbs. This is Tibbs. Oh, we're gonna out rebound them. We're gonna get all these second chance points. You know, like, that's Tibbs.
That's what Carlisle said. He said they're terrible in transition defense. And
Facts.
we just
Right.
want to, I just don't understand. Like, how, okay, on the inbound, we score a basket, and then they're down the court, and nobody's down the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's college.
Oh.
That's
How did that
yo.
happen in this game?
Yeah,
In this game?
Dude.
at least 3 times, bro. At
You
least 3
learn that in
times.
college, bro, because in college
Oh
you get
my
benched for stuff like that.
God,
Well,
yo,
you're
I
not
was.
hustling. You're not focused.
Oh,
I'm telling you, man. They gave up in the third quarter, bro. They
facts.
just knew
So
it was
is that
over.
Coach
Like, they
Tibbs? Is that
Yeah.
Coach Tibbs or is that the players?
Absolutely. That's both
Everybody.
of them. But you
Yeah,
call a timeout and you take everybody out and curse them out and put in the bench guys. And let
Word.
them see. Let them see. If you're going to play like garbage, sit down and eat some popcorn and drink some Gatorade. And I'm going to
Wow.
let the guys who want to play,
Facts.
and let them play.
Facts.
Come
So
on, bro.
Knicks will be champs.
Yeah.
Knicks will be champs says Knicks have $100 million a season invested in 2 players, Cat and OG. But like I said, the TV money's coming, so that's going to make those contracts don't look too crazy. AP says, KW, how does the this TV money affect the Knicks payroll? Well, I mean, so the money is in play. I mean, hold on, let me put this on the
I
screen
think
so you can see.
2027 of the after like the 2027, 8 and 9, the salary cap goes up every year for 3 years in a row.
Right, but we're also getting at that 10% bump because what happened was they had to smoothen it out. I think it's 10 or 15%. So because all right, they wanted to avoid what happened when Randall was a free agent, when all those guys were getting that crazy salaries.
Right.
So they smoothed in the increase out. So we technically, I mean, this is the increase. You're looking at it, right? The money that I have on the screen right here, the apron $8 million. That is it. That is the new deal in effect, right?
Okay.
But the new max is, I think, what's the new max? Is it the Brown and Tatum max, or is it going to be
Right.
like $75 million?
Right.
So you're going to start to see like $75 million a year contracts, bro.
Jeez.
That's
that
going to make
crazy?
OG's 39 look like chump change.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
Bradley
crazy.
Beal is gonna be making $60 million in 3 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
nuts.
That's nuts.
Like, how is
So-
he making that much money? I mean, how many games a year does he play? 30?
Yo, that dude literally
With
is
a
the
no
definition of
trade.
robbing the bank.
With a no
With a-
trade. They gave him a no trade.
Cause you know what team he played for, right?
Washington.
There you go. Yo, I'm telling you, the teams look. Washington. That's why the NBA. I'm glad they put. People try to say there's no such thing as cheat codes, but I joke. But I think I'm kind of like a serious joke. The NBA penalizing Washington, Charlotte, all those guys. We're not giving y'all the number one pick. Y'all gonna mess it up. Like we're not doing that no more. We got because look, the Charlotte Hornets, the Washington Wizards, the Portland Trailblazers, Utah Jazz. Well, the Angels there, but he's not really doing nothing. So I'm gonna add them. The Utah Jazz. I want to say Toronto, but I kind of see what they're trying to do. But those 4 teams right there, they don't know what the hell they doing. Trust me, they don't know what and you can even add the Phoenix Suns. They just fired. No, they didn't fire. What's his name? Sam Jones. He was the GM. They had reassigned him to a different area,
James
right?
Jones.
James Jones, right? They reassigned him to another area instead of firing him. Because I was wondering, like, why the hell he still had his job? I mean, he completely destroyed the Phoenix Suns from the trade, the KD trade, the Bill trade. So those franchises, to me, don't know what the hell they are doing, bro. Portland Trailblazers got so many guards that all play the same position. They're young. They're all nice. I'm like, why do you, like, what are you doing? And then San Antonio, is it San Antonio? They got the second pick, right?
They got 2 picks in the lottery.
They better not take that point guard.
They got the
They're
14.
They're gonna have 3 young point guards that can't
Why
shoot.
would you draft a point guard? Like, that's what I'm talking about. It's stupid. Like, it's just, they don't make no, like, dude.
Nah, it makes
like,
no
forget the
sense,
best
I think
available.
that kid
You got to
Castle's
get
gonna be a
the.
part of a trade
You think
for
who?
Giannis. That kid Castle they got from Connecticut.
Yeah.
Why would they get
Yeah.
Giannis and Wemby though? I don't know. That's.
Yo,
I
if
guess
they
it could
draft
work because
another
Wemby can
point
space the
guard-
floor.
Yo, fast stuff. They draft another point guard, man. What are y'all doing?
Hold on, you think Giannis gonna go to the Spurs?
Why not? Why not? I mean, they're not a big market, but they're not a small market either.
They're
got
medium.
tradition.
They're
Yeah,
medium
you know
market.
what I'm saying? And I mean, they got Fox over there. You know what I'm saying? They got a bunch of good young scrappy players. You know,
You got Fox,
Simple
Wemby, and Giannis. Fox,
Yeah,
Wemby, Giannis. Yeah, that would be nice.
and they got those the 2 lottery picks.
They might have to give up that first pick though, too. That second pick. They might, for Giannis, they might have to give that up.
Would you do that, and Castle? Would you do that?
Hello, did you hear what I told you? I said I'm giving up anybody.
Yeah.
Do you know who Giannis is? Like
Yeah.
what? Like what?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Do you know who Giannis Antetokounmpo? Man, shoot. Man, that dude is a freak for real. Like, yo, rebounds, defense, just coast to coast. Can't stop him.
Yo, Fox, Wemby, and Giannis would be wild, dude.
That's a wild team, yo. And honest, like I said, the Thunder, they really are like that. I'm telling you, yo, they could say, yo, you know what? Let's just get Giannis. We'll give up Williams and Hartenstein. How many picks you
But why
want?
would they
But
wanna
3,
mess with
4,
what they
5.
got?
What? Because I'm gonna get.
They got the cheat code. They got Sam Presti.
I'm gonna get Giannis
he's
with
amazing, man.
SG. Hold on. So I'm gonna have Giannis with Chet and SGA and the rest of those guys and all play defense coming in the game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to guarantee 3-4 championships. That's why I do that deal.
If they win a
What?
championship this year, they don't need Giannis.
Nah, yeah, they
right.
don't. But if they
You're
so
saying
happen to
if they
lose,
right? You're saying if they
what?
lose.
I'm getting the
Yeah.
phone. I'm calling Denver up. Listen, man, I got 10 picks. I give you 10 picks for Jokic right now. What's up? Let's make history together. Come on.
I can't believe that
You ain't
they're
gonna do
still,
nothing with
they
him.
still got all these picks coming while they're this great.
Crazy,
That's
bro.
That's crazy, man. Come on, man.
Houston could do a
That-
lot too. Houston,
Yeah.
if I'm
Yeah,
them,
they can.
Tari, Eason, I'm packaging all these young dudes up. All right. Giannis, come over here. Yeah. We got Fred VanVleet. We got Sangoon. We're gonna build around y'all and Green. And boom, we're gonna win the championship.
They gotta trade that kid Green.
Can-
That kid
Sengun-
Oh,
Green.
yeah. They want to trade Green. I forgot. Yeah. So
Green
Green is out of there.
Green. You gotta get rid of that guy. I'm sorry. It's just not it.
Everybody seems to want that kid, Smith.
Jabari Smith. I like him.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't-
He's all right.
I don't know why
He's
they don't
alright.
play him a lot. They should have played him more in the playoffs. I like
But
him.
he's six.
though.
Well, he's 6'9",
Yeah,
He
can
might have been
shoot.
coming back off
Yeah.
injury.
athletic.
I think he was coming off
needed
injury.
Shooting. Houston needed shooting, and they don't play a big that could shoot. I don't know.
But they like They like the Thompson kid because they had Thompson. They had
I like him.
who was
I
at the
like
two? Green.
that. Green.
So Thompson. I'm not sure if Eason started. Trying to think who started at the
Easton
three.
was a 3. They had
He started though. Let's pull it
Yeah.
up. Let's just pull it up.
I think he was a starter.
I think sometimes. I think he started like here and there. I think.
I think
They had
down
that
the
guy
stretch.
the guy from the Grizzlies. What is his name?
Oh, Adams.
Steven
Yeah, they would
Adams.
play
Yeah.
him. They would play him and Sangoon together, which was crazy.
Adams was balling in the playoffs a little though.
No, I'm saying you talk about a double big lineup. That's a double big lineup.
Word.
Yeah.
For
That
real.
is that's a huge lineup, bro.
Jeez.
They would
He
play
can
them.
move his feet, man. He can move his feet. And I mean, he's a consummate pro, man. He's been in the league a long time. He knows the game.
Yeah. He had a good playoffs too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brooks, right? That's okay.
Brooks.
So look, I'm gonna
Dylan
put it on the
Brooks,
screen.
right?
It's on the screen. Yeah. So that's where they started. Brooks, Thompson. Thompson took Smith's spot because Smith came back from injury, but they was
Right.
feeling Thompson. They didn't want to change it back. So yeah, Thompson kind of took his spot.
Dylan
That's
Brooks
right.
quietly had a good year for them too.
Yeah, he's a vet. He's a roughneck veteran that he gonna
3-and-D
hold
guy.
you down.
We could
Yeah,
have
he
used
gonna hold
someone like him. For real.
Yeah, could we? Man.
I like
OG,
that
man, we're
Jabari-
gonna have to sit you,
Jabari
man.
Smith
Brooks
kid,
and what was that?
Jabari Smith. I love that guy.
Me too. I
really,
like him.
I like his game. He's young,
too.
man. He's athletic.
I
He
like
showed
him.
some signs
Defense.
in that playoffs. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I really
like
like
him.
that kid, man.
I
Me
like Tari
too.
Eason.
I
Yo,
like
we could get
Eason.
Eason.
Yeah.
6'9".
Yo, Houston, man, y'all, you don't need Eason, man.
Do you trade this team, man? You don't run it back, man. And, I mean,
Listen,
I'm thinking about it now, man, bro. Maybe they should run it back one more year, man. Like
you
maybe
can run
get
it
rid
back.
of- Yeah,
You can
man.
run it back because look,
Maybe
they all in
trade
their
Jalen
like
Green.
late 20s. They got late 20s and early 20s. So
They need,
Yeah,
they
man.
need shooting.
And they got
though.
that kid Reed Shepard. Reed Shepard
Yeah,
is nasty,
Shepard.
bro.
Reed Shepard's nice.
Yeah, Van Fleet kind of crapped the bed. in the
Aaron Holiday's
playoffs, too.
solid too, man. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
could we get Aaron Holiday? Shoot, hold on.
I'll take listen, any holiday brother I will take.
He a little short, but he gonna hustle.
We had one of the Holiday brothers, didn't we, a few years ago?
Yeah, we
I
did.
think,
yeah,
we
I
did
think that was the
yeah.
other Holiday though,
Yeah.
not this
Yeah.
one.
Who we had? We had Justin, I think, right? Justin.
Yeah.
Justin Holiday.
Yeah, we had the worst one, of course. So, right?
Oh, Holiday. He only makes 4.9. Of course, in classic Nick fashion. Holiday only made 4.9 million though. I'm not
Yeah.
sure who you would trade to get him,
In
but
the limited role, man, he did pretty good.
yeah. It's not bad.
and guess
yeah.
what though? He was drafted by the Pacers. Oh God.
Oh,
Get
Didn't he
outta
have
here.
a big game against the Knicks a year or two ago?
yeah,
Pretty
everybody
sure.
does, man. Who doesn't have a good game against the Knicks?
For real.
Everybody torches the Knicks at least once in
Oh,
their
my
life.
God, man.
Oh, man.
All 400 and some players.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Tony
Damn,
Stark
this
said we
series-
need
Yeah,
Giannis. Let's go Knicks. I'm riding with you, Tony Starks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be miserable all off season, man. I swear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be having nightmares of Halliburton and Siakam. I swear to God, dude.
I just hate losing to the Pacers, bro.
Coach,
I
what happened
hate
to you on the
losing.
phone? I see you in the chat, Coach. Was he? I could have sworn he was on the line. But Coach says we need a big playmaker that could take the ball out of Brunson's hands.
Yeah, we need another ball handler, man. Like badly.
Yeah, because Bridges wasn't it. That's another reason why I don't like the double big lineup. Because Hart, even though you don't like Hart, I think he was useless. And he could bring the ball up better than Bridges. Bridges looked like uncomfortable out there. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Word. Yeah, we definitely need another creator, man. Like can score on their own, like set someone up.
Who's gonna take $8 million though?
Where, yeah.
Yeah. Would you try to get Russell Westbrook?
But he's not. I mean, he's not a shot maker. We need a shot maker, bro.
Yeah.
We need a shot maker, man. Like I like his tenacity, and he can definitely handle the ball. He's a great locker room guy.
Energy.
Yeah. But we need a shot maker, man. We need a guy that can come off the bench and light a fire.
Yeah.
So would you do Jordan Clark? But his contract I think is a lot. Jordan Clarkson.
Nah.
He's what you just said. You said you need a shot maker.
but an efficient, but like an efficient one.
He's untamable though. He's untamable. You see what he does in Utah. It's not a shot he doesn't like, man.
Right, he's a chuck. He's a chuck. Like he shoots like 40% from the field. I need like an efficient.
Oh my God, man! But he is a talent, though. I'm not gonna lie.
He can win you a game.
He's very talented, but
he's capable of getting hot, for sure. But yeah,
he
could shoot you out of. He could shoot you out of the game.
He make $14 million, right?
Right.
Now, Danny Ainge. He's a weirdo, but
he's a weirdo.
He is a
weirdo.
But if you dangle Mitchell Robinson and Deuce and maybe another little pick or player, they might give you Kessler and Clarkson.
Kessler's not going anywhere. He
quietly
had a pretty decent. You can give him the ball on the pick and roll, or he has a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, he's got a little repertoire.
That's why the Knicks wanted him so bad.
Wasn't they asked for like 2 or 3 first-round picks for him? So
right.
He ain't getting no damn 2 or 3 first. I give you Mitchell Robinson and Deuce. You know who I really want though on that team? Keontae George. I know we never gonna get him.
Yeah,
but he's nice.
You know who I want from that team? I always loved this guy, Colin Sexton. I love Sexton, man.
Yeah, he's a
love Sexton.
Now you might could get him.
I love Sexton, man.
Yeah, but he's making like $19 million.
He making the 19. You put together a package of all right, hold on. How much money do Mitch make?
Hart has to go. Hart has to be in that package.
There you go. You would have to give up Hart. Brunson would have a heart attack. That's not happening.
Yeah, Brunson, he's not going to let that happen.
You'll live,
He's not letting his blanket go.
He said you'll live.
We got rid of Dante. You lived, right? You can get rid of your podcast buddy, too. You know what I'm saying?
Podcast is over.
Do you trade Bridges for Sexton?
Nah, I'm going to.
Hell no.
Nah.
Nah, bro.
Somebody has to go, man. Like
somebody made me think about that Derek White trade. I think I might do that. Derek, was that you, Jay? Somebody was talking about Derek White.
Oh, I wish. Shit.
I think I might do that Derek White trade, man, because
they
we need something.
Listen, especially
Boston. They're at a point right now where, besides Tatum and Brown.
Yeah, they're gonna have to trade all these guys, yo.
I think everything is on the table besides those two.
White is under
'Cause-
contract.
Yeah, but we
He's
talking
got a
about
pretty
trading.
cheap one too, right? His
That's
contract's
why
pretty cheap.
I don't think they're gonna
Pull it
fall
up.
off this totally off the earth, man. They got White. They got other guys that's gonna play. Pritchard's gonna start for them next year.
But they're not going to be like a title contender, without Tatum.
Right.
Like, they'll be okay. They're right. They're not going to be like awful, I don't think. But yeah,
Right.
they're not going to do damage. You know what I mean?
And it's the system, you know what I'm saying? Like the players that they have, it's that system, man. Like, look,
Yeah.
Cornette was like
Yeah,
Hakeem
look what Cornette-
Olajuwon, man.
Yo, for real.
We
Look
had
at
him,
that.
he couldn't do anything for us. Remember?
Word.
I just peeped, right? So they gotta sign 2 more players. They have to sign 2 more players. They only got 12 players on the contract. And so Porzingis, he has 1 year on his deal. Derek White, $28 million. I think this is like the second year of that deal for Derek White. So the money matches up. I mean,
I would take KP back, low key.
for who?
No. He can't stay healthy, bro.
Yeah,
This dude got long COVID symptoms, man. He can't
Word,
even breathe.
yo.
Something was
He
wrong
was
with
sick
him, man.
for like the whole year, yo. What's up with
Yeah.
that, man? Yo, what's up with that, man?
I'm good, yo. Yeah, I'm
He
good.
had the
on-
bird flu.
I don't know what he had, but
Yeah,
bro.
something
Larry Bird
crazy.
flu.
He had something
Yeah,
crazy.
Larry Bird. That's a good one. Listen, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. But Derek White would compliment Brunson really well though.
Word.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
He is a
man.
tremendous defensive player, first and foremost. Bro.
Well,
And then he does everything for those guys.
Could shoot
He's
the
such
three.
an unsung hero for Boston, man.
Go get me Colin
Defend.
Sexton, man. Go get me Colin Sexton. I'll be happy. Yeah.
Oh, I think it was Bridges for White. Would you do Bridges for White? I think that was the trade.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, he would do that.
White got guts, man. I think
He
that's
does.
the only thing with Bridges, man. You can rattle with Bridges. You know what I'm saying?
He's fragile. He's fragile.
He's mentally you can rattle him.
And physically,
White-
I mean, physically too. He's like
Yeah.
Bridges. He's like scrawny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's
Yeah. He definitely got to get in the gym this summer.
word for real. He's
Yeah,
gotta start eating
they-
right.
They putting them in. They treating them like Austin Reeves. Putting them in a. I remember in the World Cup, right? We was going up against some country, right? Yo, I swear to God, they was posting Austin Reeves all day. Like they just was putting him in the basket. I was like, damn.
That's what Siakam was doing to Bridges all series. Oh, Bridges is on me. I'm taking him right to the hoop, bro.
They go right to the basket. Even Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown take Bridges to the basket, bro.
Like he's not even there, man.
Like he's
Like, he ain't even there, bro.
Yeah, but Jalen Brown is the Hulk. He is
For
extremely
real.
strong, man.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
built
he's
like
a powerful dude.
he's
man.
built like a linebacker.
Yo,
Isn't
he
yo?
is a monster, man.
It's like a defensive end or something out there, yo.
they could do
I met him
Jalen
at the
Brown.
Nike store. He is like legit 6'8", legit. And wide as
They could do
almost. I
Jalen
mean,
Brown for
he-
Giannis. Would you do Jalen Brown for Giannis?
Nah.
If
Milwaukee
you're
would be
who?
crazy to do that.
Oh yeah, Milwaukee.
Not straight
Right.
Not straight up.
Nah, not straight.
Not
Nah,
straight up.
Yeah, that's the
nah.
only way that trade can happen because I think Milwaukee's not a second apron team.
I mean,
But-
he's making $300 million, man. But he's not. I never thought he was a $300 million guy. I just felt that, because of the market, he got that money. But he's a very talented player. He's finally using his right hand. He got confidence in the finals, in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Okay, how about this? Would you do Cat for Jalen Brown?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even blink twice.
Yeah.
See you later, Cat. I'll pack his bag. Him and his dad and his cute girlfriend out of here. And she's fine
Damn.
too. I don't know how he pulled that off. Mr. Sassy.
She
It's
liked
called
the zest. She likes the
$200 million.
zestiness.
Yeah, she must
$200
like the
million.
zest.
She likes the zest.
$200
Oh my
million dollars.
God. Oh my
Can you do my
God.
nails, Jordan, please?
Man, you're gonna leave Coach. You're gonna leave Cat alone, man. This dude playing with a broken finger,
Word, true,
smashed up
yeah.
knees.
With a
Yeah, he
broken
did.
fingernail. That's what it
True.
was. And he was
Nah,
It's
he,
a broken fingernail.
he couldn't get a fill until the end of the season.
Yo, did
So
you
he
hear?
was pissed.
Supposedly they said Reggie Miller said like he's faking his knee injury or something during the game tonight. Is that true? I heard somebody. I heard.
Nah,
Reggie
nah,
said
it was
that.
innocent. He was saying he wasn't hurt. He'd be all
Yeah,
right.
right.
Like he was just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh,
It
like
wasn't like
kind
he
of.
was faking. No, no, it wasn't like that. It was just
Oh,
like
oh, yeah,
like his
yeah.
fall, like because I think he fell or something like that. He was saying it wasn't that bad.
Oh, like jokingly, kind of like.
Yeah. It wasn't nothing
Yeah.
out of malice.
Oh,
Trust me, I
gonna
would have caught
say.
that.
Yeah. No doubt, no doubt.
Kayla says, "No worries. OKC is going to sweep the Pacers."
No doubt.
No.
Yeah, it'll be 4 or 5, I would think.
I
mean,
hope so. But the way
Oh,
these guys
man.
is looking, this guy Halliburton, man, I swear to God, this dude, bro,
Uh,
he might be worse than Reggie Miller, man.
I
At
think
this
it's
point,
worse. I think it's worse. Man.
damn, this dude beat us twice in a row, bro. Like,
And
yo,
some
you
Knicks
guys don't know
fans are
how
like,
mad I
and
was,
some
man.
Knicks fans are like, cool, like, yo, come on, man. Like, how are you cool with this? The same guy again, killing you, the
Yo,
same team. Like,
I
I'm
was
not.
so mad. Like in the Discord, right? I was like, yo, I ain't doing the show tonight, man. I see y'all on Monday. And they was like, no, you got to do the show. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it, man. These dudes, why am I wasting my time with it? But then I said, you know what, let me do the show. But, it's just like you said, it's Indiana, man. Like, even when we lost to
Yeah.
Miami, I was just as mad. Like,
I mean,
these
if it was
guys
like
are
the
like
Cavs, kind of more of a likable team, but just Indiana, Halliburton, they just eliminated us last year, man. Like, damn.
Let me ask you a question. What about Tobias Harris? I think he's a restricted free agent.
I think it's a team option. Hold on, let's pull it up. That's why I'm in research mode, man. You know what I mean?
He looked good
I'm gonna
versus
tell you
us
right
in the
now.
playoffs. He did his thing versus us in the playoffs, yeah.
So yeah, he's actually he got his contract is $26 million. He signed a 2-year deal with no options.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because I'm looking at it right now.
With Detroit next year.
No, they could trade him because that $26 million. Remember, it's the last year on his deal. That's valuable, bro.
Contract.
That is an expiring contract. Man, shoot, teams gonna be chopping at the bit because they trying to cut down salary.
Yo, right?
No, that's like gold. Yeah.
Right.
Same thing with KP. Yeah. That's why if I'm Boston, I wouldn't even trade KP unless you really feel like you could get value for him. Man, I just like, look, KP, you got to work out a discount with us because you didn't even play all these years. At least like come back for like 15 or 20. That's what I would do with KP. But unless you really just want to get rid of him and you're like, let me see if I can get a draft pick or something. But
yeah. Damn.
But that's why I'm saying, like, Detroit got this trade. So look, Detroit could be like this. Look, Julius Randle, man, we want you really bad. We're going to move off of Tobias Harris. We're going to send him to Washington or something like that. And because they don't know what the hell they doing. And we're going to sign you. We're going to give you that what you want, Julius Randle, $39 million. We'll give you the OG Anunoby contract.
Detroit's going to make moves, man. They're going to try and go for it, I think, this offseason, man. That,
Yeah, because they're under the cap crazy. I think they're under like...
He said, Coach says Minnesota would take Tobias. Maybe you do a sign and trade right there. Do a little sign and trade. Get rid of Tobias' contract. Minnesota would love that. And so now they could re-sign Naz Reid and make him the starter. Sounds like a win-win for everybody. That might happen.
Absolutely.
That's up.
Man.
You know?
See, I hate the fact that we don't have any cushion to do anything as far as upgrading.
Right.
We don't play our rookies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that Kolek is going to be a big difference maker, but that kid we drafted from France in the first round,
Like,
Yeah, Pacome
what is the
Dadier.
point of those guys being on the team? Like,
Where?
what are we
Yeah.
doing? You might as well have just traded that pick for a veteran player. Like,
Yeah.
we don't play rookies. We don't develop our developed team. We don't develop young players. Every other team uses their draft picks, especially their first round picks. And that's another reason why Tibbs has to go. He does not trust young players,
Nah.
unless you're Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Or R.J. Barrett.
oh my God.
But yo,
He
man,
hated
listen,
R.J.
man.
Barrett. He hated R.J. Barrett. And the funny thing, out
But-
of those three guys,
Yeah.
Morant and Zion, he's been the most consistent out of all three of the three.
Yep,
He don't miss games.
that's a fact.
He's been more consistent out. I mean, he's been on the court.
No
He's been
off the court
available.
drama.
No, I mean, besides his little boyfriend, I found out about him.
Lord,
So listen, man, you
man.
like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So but
It is what it is. But I'm gonna let you guys get your final words, man, because I'm gonna get ready to wrap up, man.
Yo, man, it's been a tremendous pleasure, guys.
For sure, man.
Oh,
Fact.
yo,
Wait, hold
man.
on. Before you go, give me something to be optimistic about in the off season.
Changing the mentality of the team. Everybody has to change their mental and you got to come all in, man. That's the only way we can win. You got to play defense. You got to help the help. It's the mental part of the game. Repost. Cat, if it's two guys on you, there's somebody open. You can repost. You can send the ball back and you'll get it right back. You don't have to force your way. They could have called like 8 charges on him in this game tonight.
For real.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
reposting is not a bad thing.
Right.
Give the ball back, you're gonna get it back. You're in a
Right.
That's
better
old school
position.
stuff, though. That's old school
See,
stuff.
but you gotta be all in, man. Like, that's the only way we can win with him and Brunson together.
Right.
That's the only way, man. The mental side of the game, the want. You gotta be hungry. Like, you gotta want it, man. You gotta want it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You gotta want it, man.
Facts.
Nah, you on the
that's
money
it.
with that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Cause I'm old school, man. I'm tired of this, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to ring, man. I want to go crazy, take my shirt off like J.R. Smith, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
I want to go crazy out here, man. If we get one ring, you know how crazy this city will go?
Oh my God. It's gonna be nothing
Yo.
left.
This
There'll be no
one.
city left, yo.
I'll be fine. I'll move to Jersey. But we got a ring. We got a ring, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I just
I'm
want
with you.
one in my lifetime, man.
You're
Huh?
6 wins
22 years
away,
old,
man.
I'm never gonna see a championship with the Knicks, man.
For real, man. Damn,
Like, come
yo.
on, man. If we got Cat here and we know he has to look in the mirror and like, yo, I gotta get better. I gotta look at tape of what I was doing on the court defensively. Like I said, he don't have to be Rodman. He don't have to be Bruce Bowens. But you gotta want to play defense, bro.
Right.
Yo,
You
did
gotta
you
wanna play
guys
defense.
did you guys see Cat tonight? How many times he's in drop coverage and gave up threes? It was like
Oh,
3
my
straight
God.
plays. It was like
They
3
limit-
straight
I mean,
plays.
he kept forgetting that
Oh,
you're
my-
covering Siakam now.
Oh
like,
my God.
He kept running to the basket, leaving.
Yeah.
Siakam had
Oh.
4 open threes he shot. And I was tired of seeing McCullough shoot open threes. Like, everybody was shooting open threes.
Crazy, yo.
Like a Tom Thibodeau team that's terrible defensively. How weird is that?
For real.
Yo,
How weird
it's
is that?
yeah, it's
We
yeah,
was
boy.
we had the third rated defense last year. This year was a joke.
I think we had the 7th
joke.
rank. I think it was the 7th rank defense. No,
Was
it? No, I think it was the 10th rank. Because how I know that is because, well, I could put
Was
it
it
on the
top
screen.
10?
It was definitely top 10. We was top 10 in offense and defense last year.
Was it
why am I in
third
Houston?
and field goal defense? I know
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Because I remember I did, I've been keeping track of this stuff since
We were
the.
so good defensively last year. You know,
No,
that
we
was
was
our
10th.
calling card.
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? So we were 10th in defensive rating, but when we started the season, we were terrible. When OG came and Mitch came back, that's what helped spark the defense.
Right.
But before the OG trade, we was like a 20th ranked defense. But once OG came, we was like a top 3 ranked defense within that time span. But overall, we were 10th. So yeah, so you were on the money because we were like a top defensive team. But that was when OG was there.
And then when Hartenstein got settled, he was a big part of what we did defensively too. When he finally got settled, rim protector, screening. Like man, listen, we can't win without Cat because he's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But he has to be committed. He got to be committed defensively, man. Especially if they get rid of Mitch. Can you imagine if they get rid of Mitch and not replace him with somebody that plays defense? With Cat being the main center, with the stupid fouls and the turnovers, throwing elbows, like chicken wing guys. He should be a wrestler. He'll be one of the best wrestlers of all time.
Yo, that arm wraparound move can be a finisher in wrestling.
Oh my God! With the elbow to the back of the head. Oh man, I love it. I was like, man, he should be in the WWE, man.
Yo, he does that move every time where he wraps the arm around, like every time he drives to the hoop. He does it every.
It's beautiful.
He had Halliburton on him and he did it. I'm like, bro, you have Halliburton on you. Why are you even thinking of doing that craziness, man? Yeah. Oh my God, man.
You gotta look in the mirror, man.
So what about you, JJ? What would you say? Optimistic take for the off season?
I mean, my optimistic take is that the Pacers trade Siakam so we could beat them next year in the playoffs. So.
That's definitely not happening. But go ahead.
I wish. No, but
unless they get Giannis. Go ahead. Nah.
Man. I mean, not realistically. Boy, I think I'm too down right now to even think of one. Honestly, bro.
That's fair.
I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight. Listen,
fair.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be down in the dumps for a good minute, man. This
I was trying to end the stream on a positive note,
I mean, it was a good season. It was a fun season, but I'm just like to lose to the same team.
Missed opportunity, man. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, it feels like it. It feels like it.
Missed opportunity, man. Because you got the 1 and 2 seed go down, and
you beat Boston,
chance, man.
Yeah,
he had a chance, man. It was right there, man. It could have been orange and blue skies.
Instead it's yellow and whatever.
Oh man, I'm gonna throw up.
I'm surprised my man Indy didn't call up tonight, man. He must be sparing us.
Oh, he is partying right now. He ain't thinking about no Knicks fans right now.
He was in the chat.
Partying.
He was in the chat. He said he gonna call up. I ain't see the call.
Damn,
but
man.
Look at them pushing up at that. I'm so glad they didn't do it at the Garden. At least they didn't do it at the Garden.
Right.
Oh man, look at that.
Man.
Obi Toppin, the castaway of Thibodeau. Thibodeau hated him, remember?
God.
Imagine how Obi's feeling right now, man.
Oh man, he got to be feeling like $1 trillion.
Oh my God.
When he had those 3 dunks in a row, I'm like, yo.
Then he hit that 3.
Then he hit the 3. It's like,
jeez. He had that.
He had to be feeling himself like, y'all traded me.
Yeah.
And he had that big dunk in game 1, right? Remember, in overtime.
Yeah.
To give him the lead.
Yeah. That could have been an and one because Bridges clobbered him.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about. I think it was the previous play. They were down 1, and he put them up 1 like a minute or 2. And yeah, right. Then he got the late dunk. Yeah, or it should have been the N1. Right. Yeah, he had 2 key dunks that game.
Right.
Game 1. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But look, man, we ended there, man. I'm gonna thank you, brothers, for calling.
Yeah, it was fun. Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all, man. Awesome show, man.
Yeah.
And like I tell
Thank
you,
you.
brothers in Fort Greene, man, be holding you down, man. They loving the show.
Man, salute to Fort Greene all day, every day.
All day, every day.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right,
I
y'all.
see you guys.
Keep your heads up,
Peace.
fellas. All right,
All right.
y'all. All right.
All
Peace,
right.
fellas.
All right, guys. That was my man Don from Fort Greene, JJ, and Yuri, and Coach when he was up there. We had a full, panel. Figured I'd get everybody up in there at the same time. And Trevor and usually I don't let the recall it. I don't like to make the post game shows too long, but this is the last game of this. There is no games after this, so that's why I'm like figured we hang out a little bit. I do see some interesting comments. Outspoken introvert said traded him in favor of a guy we traded anyway. Damn, that's deep. That's deep. Party with Indiana, that boring city. Ooh, don't let Indy hear you. He's definitely not in the chat though, Coach. I hope they didn't block my man Indy though. He was wilding though. He was cursing people out. But I'm gonna say this, guys. The season was a success. It's just Indiana, man. Like losing to them really got me tight. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That is probably the team I probably, especially after tonight, dislike the most out of all the teams. And Coach Tibbs, if he is on the hot seat, I feel like he kind of shot himself in the foot by going with the double big lineup and changing the lineup. It's not to say that the double big lineup wouldn't work in the future. It's just that you never used it before. And now you want to just completely shift everything. Like, that's not a small tweak. Like, the small tweak would have been DeLon Wright and Shamet off the bench. That's fine. But now you tweaking a whole lineup that's never played with each other. And, that ship is sailed, man. That ship, it failed. Huge failure. The high seat starts this summer, in my opinion. Damn. Knicks overachieves this postseason. Yo, y'all gave me like 5 polls. Did the Knicks overachieve? Let me write that down. I like that. Did the Knicks overachieve? I'm gonna say yes and no. Yes, no one thought we was gonna get past Boston. But no, because we lost to Indiana. Not because we lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, because we lost to Indiana. That was a team we were supposed to beat. Now we got to watch 2 teams from Middle America. No one's going to care. But I ain't going to lie, guys. I probably watched just the second half of the first game because I want to see if Indiana's going to win. Yeah. Outspoken introvert, they built this team to beat Boston instead of winning a championship. You know what's funny, right? That's what Carmelo said. Carmelo Anthony had the best take out of everyone previewing and predicting the series. He said that the Knicks are going to struggle with Indiana. Halliburton, he's a real point guard. He's somebody that can help get guys shots. Whereas Boston didn't really have that. Their wings was doing a lot more of the control. Like he really did a great job breaking down why the Pacers would be tough. He still had the Knicks winning in 6. But, they just got a calling card. Honestly, I don't want to see the Pacers again. They completely ruined our season. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say they put a abrupt end to our season. So I would say yes and no. In terms of overachieving. But I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I got to do a game review after this. I think I'm going to do my game review with the Liberty stuff on. Just continue to pile it on. It'll be all right, We might get Giannis, Don't be surprised if that happens. I don't have inside information, but, I think that Giannis will want to come to this place, especially seeing how we fought in the series. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. I'm gonna give a big time salute. Get outspoken introvert. What's your GM hat? What are you trying to say? But salute the outspoken introvert, infamous Hicks. I just realized you a Pacer fan, infamous Hicks. Salute to my man, Coach. Salute to all the callers, Coach, Yuri, Knicks Tape Madness Discord server, channel members. Who else called up? Trevor. Salute to Trevor. My man JJ out of Brooklyn. Of course, Don from Fort Greene. Salute. Kings County all day, every day. Kayla. Salute to Kayla. Tony Starks. I'm right. Yo, Tony Starks, he's like, bring on Giannis. I'm with you, man. And if you are a channel member, oh yeah, you know what? I'll rap on that. So I do want to share the membership before I get up out of here. So I keep talking about this unfiltered thought, right? So if you go to the channel and you go to videos, you'd see members only content. So this is the video I kept hinting towards why the Knicks should strongly consider trading for Giannis. So in order to watch that video, you have to join the channel. Now, of course, that's not the only reason why you would join the channel, but, oh shoot, I don't got it in research mode. Hold on. Let me go back. This is the video right here. Why the Knicks should strongly consider trading for Giannis, right? This is members only content. So when you click on the video, it's going to ask you to join the channel. Of course, like I said, that's not the only reason why you would join the channel, right? When you join, you're going to get access to the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. Salute the coach. He's in there. Yuri's in there. Who else was in there? Knicks will be Chance 25-26, though. He wasn't in the chat tonight. My man Sam. Salute to you, AP, by the way. AP was number one on the, is that the game analogy or the game, whatever it's called? Anyway, salute to all these guys because they're inside the Discord server. Now, the Discord server is not a free-for-all open server. I limited the channel members because I want it to be a serious community, no trolling, no craziness. All these people are, you know, diehard Knicks fans. We love talking about the Knicks. We don't only talk about the Knicks, though. As course, now going into the off season, we'll always talk about the Knicks. But we also got other chats, NBA chats, and we talk about all sports. So it's a great way to extend the connection with me. And that's one of the added perks that you get to joining the channel. It's not the only thing you get. Of course, members get the cool badges, like you see some in the chat. I also do members only live chats, and I will be doing more members only live chats. Normally when I do the 10 Reasons Why series, like when I do 10 Reasons Why I would beat the Pacers or 10 Reasons Why I would beat the Celtics, I would make that a members only live chat show. So I think I might do one Wednesday or middle of the week. I might do an afternoon show, or it might be after midnight. I don't know. I'm kind of spontaneous with that, but I'll let you know when I do the shows in advance. But those shows will have a members only live chat. So on those shows, I like to be laser focused on the content. So I want to limit the chat so that way I could just focus on what the members got to say. Also, members get priority reply to the comments, whether it's an open chat like this or on the polls and all the other posts that I drop. I drop content every single day. So when I see that star, I make sure I get to respond to those people. One of the photos and status updates or private content you see is like this Unfiltered Thought series, right? And I might do one tonight. I think I'm in the mood for, what time is it? 3? Yeah. This is usually the time I do these shows, these videos. And I got more members only content. Like I got basketball footage. I mean, I'm getting ready to go back outside. So it's going to be a lot of members only exclusive content, right? So when you join the channel membership, I'm not just taking your money and it's a donation. You actually get access to more content, right? Of course, members always get shouted out, like salute to Crimes Dad. Yes, I am live and I'm getting ready to get off live. Crimes Dad, Crim's Dad. By the way, tell Crims I said what's up. You missed the show. It was crazy. Yeah, it got a little emotional, Crims dad. Oh wait, you said so outspoken introvert, you unfollowing the Randalls? I just peeped that. Okay, cool. So members get the shout out, and then also members get discount on the merch. Some of the merch that you see behind me right here. Bam, Bodega Cat t-shirt, right? Salute the Bodega Cat and Captain 11. I got 2 more designs I want to do. I got 10, but I got 2 that I actually want to do and put into production. That are going to be fire. I'm probably going to go away from the players kind of vibe, but all of the merch I drop, even these mugs, by the way, the mugs are the best sellers, man. People love the mugs. I also got this in white with the blue and orange colors like on here. So I got the white mug. Everybody loves the white Captain 11 mug. You go to shop.theobjectiveknicksfan.com and you could purchase that. But that's what you get a discount on this merch here. But I think I'm gonna end it here. I'll be back on Monday. Hopefully at noon. If not noon, it'll be around noon. Let me see. Note to everyone, when you throw the mug across the room, each time Hart passes to Indiana, the mug will break. Yes. Crim's dad. I mean, man, you've seen many Knicks Pacers series. Crim's dad, do you feel as though this season was a success? Even though we lost, would you still say the season was a success? And yes, Crim's dad, I do got on my New York Liberty stuff tonight. Yeah, I'm representing. I'm ready to go to the parade, man. I'm trying to go to the New York Liberty parade. Sure. Let me see what you're saying, Crim's dad. And we'll wrap on that. Definitely, Monday will be the call-up show. Wednesday, Thursday, not sure if it's going to be night or afternoon. I'll probably do like a playoff review or something like that. We could talk about, or the off-season expectations, something like that I'm going to do. And then Friday is the call-up show, 10:45. Well, Crim's dad said no Sally. It was up and down all year and never felt like we had a team or plan. Just felt like a bunch of great players with bad. Oh, God. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys tonight. I'm going to say it's still a reason to smile, man. We're going to be fine. And until next time, let's go Knicks.